500.
Can you put out my tinfoil hat on the All Things Comedy thing today? And welcome to Punch Drunk Sports. It is a packed studios. We have so many Jews on the show, so many chicks who hook up with Jews, so many people who aren't Jews.
There's literally one Jewish person and one person that's
Ari's
with
Jewish?
I've hooked up with more Jews than everybody.
I forgot Ari was here in spirit.
You're either Jewish or you fuck Jews on the show. That's the show.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, welcome to Punch Drunk Sports. A crazy week in sports, but let's go around the horn. Ari, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the All Things Comedy Podcast Festival, October 26th. I'm doing a live Skeptic Tank taping, and then I'm also going to be doing a live Punch Drunk taping, I think 27th, in Phoenix, Arizona.
Will there be nudity in either of those shows?
Yes. I guarantee you I'll take my pants off.
I mean, I can't see how. I didn't think of it until you just said that, but I can't see how my.
I'll take my dick out if you do, Ari.
We have to get the Fight Nanny out to Phoenix.
Are you guys really going?
Yeah.
I'm going to be in New Orleans, or I would just come in one of your trunks.
Hold on. So you're going to be in New Orleans during that whole show?
During the whole of Halloween, yeah. Like the 24th to the 31st.
Oh, okay, yep. God damn
I'm going to be there for Halloween. I'm landing on Halloween in New Orleans.
You are?
Yeah.
For a show?
For Impractical Jokers tour. Starts on the 1st.
Are you touring with them?
No, just a cruise. It's a cruise.
Oh, right. Who else is that? Hinchcliffe, Steve Byrne, Owen Benjamin?
Maybe. And a Hinchcliffe, maybe. A Bert, Sal. Yeah, lots of people. I'm not sure exactly.
Awesome. Mo, where are you going to be? Okay, I'm going to be. No, go on, Mo. Okay, go.
Fucking asshole. The worst. Mo Mandel, one of the two Jews on the show that Sam in a very Hitler-like fashion.
I'm Armenian, so I'm 99-cent Jew.
I just love Jews are. By the way, Jews love it when we go into a room and are immediately identified. By the way, that nothing makes us more comfortable than being singled
Where are your
out.
papers?
I will be at the Sacramento Punchline in Sacramento on October 26th through the 28th. So if you're not in the Phoenix area, that's probably the best place for comedy for you.
Perfect. Me, Sam Tripoli, I am at the Ice House tonight for the Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night. We're doing a big show in the main room. It's Eddie Bravo, Jimmy Dore, Brandon Walsh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then in the other room, we have it's a swap cast, Tinfoil Hat with the Greg Carlwood from Higher Side Chat. So it's going to be a huge conspiracy night at the Ice House. It's been nice enough to give us the whole place. So I'm going to be there. The 19th, Laughable presents the Rantators live at the dojo. That is at the Sycamore Tavern upstairs. We got Mike Catherwood from Lovelines, Mike Tully, Theo Vaughn, Ian Edwards, myself, Tony Hinchcliffe, and Kate Quigley. And then at the end of the month, I am at the All Things Comedy Festival with my main man, Jayson Thibault.
I'll be at the All Things Comedy Festival, 26th, 27th, doing 3 shows and a live Punch Drunk. I will still be celebrating Drunktober, getting smashed every single day, smoking pot every single day in honor of Ari's October, or whatever you're doing. And I'm also celebrating Cockblocktober, where if I notice anybody trying to get pussy, I'm going to kick over your sandcastles, fuckface.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cockblocktober, I like that.
Yep.
I like that a
Well,
lot.
don't try to get pussy around me this month. And I will be at the big biannual bipolar polar bear festival in the North Pole.
You forgot bisexual.
Nope, there are not going to be any bisexuals. I highly recommend you don't come to this. There's a lot of polar bears there. And that's it.
That's our show, dude.
I just
Thanks.
had Kate Quigley on my podcast, and I grilled her about how having fake breasts affects her self-esteem. And I was trying to. I went in hard. I went hard into why did you get fake breasts?
Why would you do that?
Because I'm a fucking weirdo when I'm around attractive
you
women.
wanna
I just
see
want to
them.
make them
You wanted
uncomfortable.
to see them. You wanted to see them. She wouldn't show them.
No, I wasn't trying to do anything. I was actually curious because Kate Quigley's someone who has like a lot of personality.
There's different ways. Like I don't know what context you're talking about because you're like I went hard at her. You're like, hey man, what's up with the fake tits?
No, I was like trying to.
What's up with the fake tits,
No,
man?
I was trying
what,
to.
You don't like yourself?
That
There's like different ranges.
I was trying to psychologically Harvey Weinstein her.
Oh,
you know,
I like
sort
that.
of aggressively.
You wanted her to tune in Tokyo right in front of you?
No, I was just trying to figure out why do you get if you have fake breasts, you know that ups your value to people. How does that affect your overall self-esteem? You know what
Probably
I mean?
makes you feel better.
But doesn't it? But on a fake level, like if I told everyone at the comedy store, "Oh, I just got a Netflix special," and everyone started treating me like I was a cooler, hipper comic, like a young Ari Shaffir for the rest of the night, that's actually going to make my self-esteem feel worse because I just made it up.
But you made it up.
But you,
Right.
what if you do have a Netflix
you
special?
Have the Netflix specials. She does have the fake.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what I ultimately came to. You could psychologically get to the point where you're like, these tits are sort of as much mine as the Venom costume
It's like Rogan's
is Eddie Brock's.
If I could touch them, they're real.
Right. Okay.
I'm not really into fake tits. I like a face and an ass. That's what I'm into. Fake tits aren't my thing, but
I'm a knee guy.
you're in the knees?
It's just so much easier to go on hikes with them when they have that fake knee put in.
What's a fake knee look like? Just like a pirate?
It just looks like a regular knee, just bigger.
Yeah.
But it's plastic?
I don't know what it is. No, I like real knees.
Oh, God. There you go, Mo. Welcome
Nice.
to Punch Drunk Smoke.
Sounds like Ari's got some sort of like a prostate sort of problem. That was
The
like a
good
little...
thing about this is like
really?
the way.
Well, he's like look, he can't get it out. He's trying to squeeze his pee out.
It looks like
Ari,
a
you
turtle
might want to
throwing
go
up.
get
What's going
looked
on,
at.
dude?
I mean, Mo is Jewish, and that's almost like being
Ari,
a
get hu-
doctor.
Ari.
I'm dating a urologist right now.
Get
She
hard.
Wow, look at that. That's exactly what my dick looks like. We
Ari.
have the same dick.
Ari, get hard.
We have the exact same dick. Ari has a very nice-looking dick, by the way. I always think I have a nice-looking dick. He has a perfectly fat, bulbous, smooth
Delicious.
head of his penis.
Delicious.
I wouldn't say I don't know if it's delicious, but it's smooth and it's
We have a
symmetrical.
show where a grown man is just taking his cell phone and just doing zoom in, zoom out,
No,
zoom in.
I swear to God,
zoom
that's
out
so
on his
funny that
dick.
you're
We have
doing
the
that
same
because
dick.
I've been having a lot of phone sex lately on FaceTime, and that's what I've been doing with it. And she'll put it on her vagina and do that, and I'll do it on my penis, like we're making the visuals of our genitals have sex.
What are you?
Is this true?
This is absolutely true. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Avatar doing
Yeah,
special
we're
effects.
avataring. We're doing POV sex.
My vagina's talking to your dick.
It's actually pretty enjoyable.
Hi.
Man, we have the same
The
dick.
fuck is that?
Yeah, what are you
What are you,
doing? Where
moving?
are you?
Sorry,
In
I'm
your
sorry, I'm
storage bin. Hey, Ari.
Yes.
Let's talk. What do we want to get into first?
I want to hear
Baseball.
how. I want to hear how the hot yoga, no drinking, no smoking is going for you.
It sucks, man. It sucks. I'm spending the fucking week with my brothers and sisters, and my family, and my nieces and nephews, and I gotta fucking leave them so I can go to fucking 2.5 hours until I'm back home again. It sucks. It's so not hard. They all think I'm lying because it's not hard. When it's like, yeah, I fucking take schwitzes at 190 degrees. It's not hard to be at 105 degrees.
Right.
It's sweaty. It's sweaty. It's not like it's a fucking walk in the park, but there's fucking old ladies that are doing it. Relax.
Mm-hmm.
It's just annoying to do. And I fucking want to drink, and I want to smoke. I want to do Molly.
Dude, you could lose the bet. It's not like there's any kind of real fucking consequences.
What is the bet for? What do you
I don't
win?
even know. I don't even know. It's
Yeah.
so dumb.
It's just all.
It's not dumb. You're doing it to help Bert. It's actually quite
Fuck
noble.
Bert. Fuck Bird. He can do it himself. Why am I involved?
I saw Tom Segura
Well-
last night. He said it was easy as fuck, and he was having no problem.
Well, he's lost a lot of weight. Have you
Yeah,
seen that
he
guy?
looks. He's
tiny.
jacked now.
He's tiny now.
But
I'm
I
like,
mean-
that AIDS look good. You know? Well, you're doing it because you want the promotional value of being in that thing with those
I
guys.
know he
'cause-
challenged me, and then suddenly I've become part of it. I don't care for this promotional value. I don't want it.
Okay,
Everyone calls me
then
a liar.
fucking dude, go grab a doobie right now and go fucking smoke it and go out on this thing like a fucking champ.
Do you have one of those things?
I mean, dude, you're on a show with relapsers, okay? This is what we
Yeah, that's
do.
why he should listen
Not
to
a
you.
bad
guys.
idea.
No, I have a different way you could kind of win and lose. Stay sober, stay doing hot yoga, start having unprotected sex with hookers. You know what I mean? Find a way to bring
Start.
more
Right, it's like he already does that.
Hey, Mo. Too late.
okay.
That's
Too
what I'm
late.
saying.
Up,
Too
up,
late.
up that. You know, find a way to like bring some unhealthy other stuff into your life while you're purging the other unhealthy stuff, so
I
you actually
fucking
even out.
Respect that advice.
Ari, are you drinking a kombucha right now?
What are you drinking, Ari? Is that violation?
Kombucha has alcohol in it.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It does.
100% it's fermented.
yeah.
Fine, whatever.
Oh, we busted him! Ari, you're done. You're free. You
Dude.
fucked up and you didn't even know it.
Kombucha is actually distilled fermented vaginal yeast. That's how they get the.
What?
That's how they get the alcohol.
What are they fucking scraping vaginas?
Yeah.
All right, drink 100 kombuchas.
I wonder
That's
how many
cool.
kombuchas you'd have to drink to get
Probably
drunk. I always ask
100.
them at Whole Foods. I'm like, when they card me, it's
Hey,
like,
Thibault,
like,
you're
get
an old
blasted on
school
it.
drunk. We've
Yeah.
talked about this before.
Probably 100. Is that your question?
You're a back of the book kind of fucking drunk, right?
Front of the book, bro.
Yeah. So my question is, have you ever got NyQuil and just been like, fuck it, I gotta go for it?
No.
Okay,
no.
so you're not that bad.
I mean, why do that when you could just get booze?
No, I get that. Well, I've known people they won't sell booze, so they bought 10 NyQuils and just started downing them.
Oof.
Yeah.
No, none of that. But they say if those non-alcoholic beers is a very small amount, like if you drank 100 of those, you would catch a little bit of a buzz.
They say that
You'd
it's
piss
kind of
for
like
9 days.
kombucha. Kombucha, what is it
No,
called?
kombucha's got way more booze in it.
Yeah, dude, you fucking lost. You're free. You don't have to do it again.
Ari, do you have a?
Lost.
All right.
I'd love to be out.
Ari,
You're out.
do you have one of those things that says, in case of emergency, break this, and it's just like a big ass Bob Marley joint in this fucking thing?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm going to write these guys right now. If I'm out, I am out.
I think you're out. I mean, Aaron is official.
Look it up and be like, is there alcohol in kombucha?
No, there definitely is.
Okay, so you're out. Yeah.
Okay, but when you're doing with sobriety, I think the rule is, and this probably goes for this thing too, it has to be on purpose. Like, I have been sober for almost 3 years, but I've kissed girls who had just done a shot of vodka, and then I'm like, fuck, and I got vodka in my mouth. Like, that doesn't count, though.
Downing that.
No, because I think it's a psychological willpower thing.
And
It's like if Ari walks outside and a homeless guy pisses beer into his mouth, and in his neighborhood in New York it's possible, then I think that still he has respected the grounds of the competition, and he's not purposely doing it.
And it's like
I think he's purposely
0.01%.
doing
Now,
it.
if he drinks a kombucha tomorrow, then he's definitely purposely doing it, you know?
I think he's doing it. I think Ari is very intelligent, and he does stuff on purpose, and he drank that so Aaron would see it.
Oh, he drank it on
call
Skype.
it out,
You're right.
And
You're
he's
right.
like, oh, did I do that?
Oh, that's interesting. He kind of getting himself kicked out of the competition.
He knows that Aaron is like a detective, a homeschool detective who just loves to find clues and solve murder mysteries. That's what he knows.
Aaron, can you zoom in on Ari real quick? Like CSI style.
Ari, what are you doing? You seem somber.
I'm writing those guys. If I'm out, I am out.
You're writing all of that
tonight.
Yeah, you should take a picture of you
not
drinking
taking
it.
Molly tonight. What are you, a 19-year-old fucking?
How often did you do Molly, Ari?
I'm dating a girl who loves it.
Oh, you got a girlfriend?
What's that mean?
You got a girlfriend?
I always have girlfriends.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean she loves it? Like, how often does she do it?
What, is she going to be Michael J. Fox when she's 45, shaking from all the
Yeah.
fucking Molly she's doing?
You think Ari's gonna be around her when she's 45?
Yeah, that's a good point.
She's probably 19. He'll be dead by the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I know.
true. That's true.
Ari's new girlfriend won't be.
Ari,
21
this
for
is
6 years.
usually this is where I yell, "Get off your phone, Ari," because this is great podcasting. You trying to create a fucking well-crafted, well-written, proper grammar email telling them how you've purposely thrown the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's such an emergency that he has to do it right now because he's like, I want to know if I'm doing He got a Molly boner.
Yeah,
Just the mere thought that he might be able to do Molly and bang his 14-year-old girlfriend.
Ari, we should do something where we fight at Ellis Mania, but we're both on shrooms.
Oh, that would be great. Has that video been done yet? Drug fights?
No,
they've done bump
I'm sure they've
fights.
done coke fights and
Yeah,
meth
but
fights.
acid fights.
Nobody's
Yeah, it's
done
called a John Jones fight.
Nobody's done fucking mushroom fights.
It'd be like, you know, like when you were a kid, like I used to catch bugs and we put them in a jar to see if could a grasshopper beat 50 ants, you know, have little nature wars. I'd like to see
Did you ever get talked to by a therapist as a child?
Yeah, he said I'm going to turn out to be a serial killer.
Yeah, that definitely had serial killer.
Yeah,
vibes.
no, I'm definitely going to be serial. He said it's 100%. Yeah. He said we don't know when.
So you're not there yet?
I don't know unless I blocked it out. Today could be the day. I showed up with a backpack. Maybe it's full of knives.
Is this a show where everybody
Kill me first,
Yes.
please.
I don't have to because It'll happen.
Yeah,
why don't you power rank?
You're doing it yourself.
Why don't you power rank on the show who you'd kill in the row? Okay, power rank.
Yeah, I'd definitely kill Aaron.
First?
Because he's so uninvolved right now. He's not even looking at me, and it would just be so great if I came around the room and all three of you guys thought, and I slit his throat out of nowhere. That would be so scary for you guys because you gave me shitty fucking direction last week. I missed. This week you didn't tell me how to get into the building.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, no, but you would think there's a reason I would go for you, but then I kill the guy who I have no reason to kill.
Yeah.
It's so much scarier.
Because then you throw the cops off.
No, that's say you're like, this guy just wants to
Let's
kill.
Let's say Ari's in the room. Okay, through
I
your
cut
list.
his dick off, so I have a spare.
Okay, so you're a weirdo like that.
And
you're
wear
a
his
Dahmer.
dick like a condom.
Yeah, I'd wear Ari's dick like a condom. Exactly.
Maybe you could sleep in his one nuts like it's a beanbag. You could sleep in it.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
So Aaron's dead. Who's next?
I feel like I would.
Peeing again?
That's what I'm telling you. He's got a problem.
Is that you
What
peeing
the fuck
again?
is wrong with you?
And why is it coming out in spurts? What are you, like,
yeah,
98
what is
years
wrong?
old?
It's like chunky.
That's how it sounds like when you're like have to pee
Yeah, you
right
got
after you
chunky
fuck.
pee.
Sounds like
dude.
it's pissing cottage cheese.
Yeah, it really does sound chunky.
Oh.
It does sound chunky because it's chunky.
It is.
Whose
Is
phone
that-
keeps
Sounds
going
like
off?
it is.
He's driving me nuts.
I would definitely kill Thibault next.
Cool.
Okay.
What?
I don't know why. I think I'm just going by yeah, I think I'd go with people I like the most in the room. I think I'd kill Aaron, then Thibault.
I'm down with that.
I think I want to kill Sam the last, and I want to because I want his
Thank you,
bravado
dude.
to end. Because I feel like all your bravado would go away in that last moment. You would
What about
beg.
cutting his
You would
dog?
beg You would just pathetically beg for your life,
I
and all
love
of your
this.
tough guy bravado
I
is
love
gone,
this.
and you're
I love
crying
this. A
and
serial
peeing
killer
yourself.
has killed all my friends, and like a pussy, I beg for
you're
my
absolutely
life.
becoming a pussy in your final moments. 100%.
What about-
100%. You're like, I want to live to eat ass again.
So funny.
What about cutting his dog's head off?
No, I like dogs a lot.
But that would send a real message.
I wouldn't do it though. I like dogs.
I want to believe if
Hate
you
people.
tried to kill Sam, Pollyanna would wake up and maul you.
And
but I
just
don't think that could
murder
happen.
you.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
not
I didn't even
happen.
realize there was a dog in the room.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
how
she would
is.
protect us.
All right, never
She
mind.
would.
All the killing's off.
Yeah,
I would
this
never
dog-
do it in front of a dog.
No kill. Real quick, guys. So big playoffs are this week. We'll get into that. But
Talking
Thibault,
about
Dana, myself are thinking if the Cubs maybe make it to the next round, maybe if they
Go to
make it.
Chicago?
Yeah, we're gonna go to SeatGeek and we're gonna buy some tickets on SeatGeek. SeatGeek for all of your ticketing needs, UFC fights, concerts. What else, Thibault?
baseball playoffs.
Baseball
anything.
playoffs. You name it, it's on there. We're gonna go to it. You go to SeatGeek, you download the app, you use the promo code PunchDrunk.
Punch Drunk, and that gets you $20 off of your first purchase.
I use SeatGeek to get tickets to the Yankees.
It's a great
game.
It's a great
That's
app.
great, dude. How much did they cost you?
It cost me about, let me try to remember, I think like $400.
Let me ask
It
you
was a
something,
lot.
Ari. How much, if let's say the Yankees play the Dodgers in the playoffs, right? In this World Series. What are you willing to spend to go see that game? How high would you go on SeatGeek? SeatGeek for all your ticketing needs.
I'd spend $1,000.
I would too.
See the
I think
Yankees
I
in the World
would.
Series in Yankee Stadium, I'd spend $1,000 on that.
I think I'd drop a G.
You guys are rich.
Verzi, I was gonna
Rich
go, and then
bitch?
Verzi was like, Verzi, and he was like, you know what, man? Let's just have a thing at my, because he's got a house, and I was like, let's just have a thing at my house. We'll put it on a big screen, and we'll drink. We'll be out there smoking cigars. And I was like, nah, man, you do that. I'm gonna go to the game. I've never been to a Yankee playoff game.
Yeah, I think you gotta go do that.
That was a crazy environment there too.
I can't.
What a crazy environment! And then went down 3-0 in the first, and we're like, motherfucker. Well, that's it. Of course we didn't have it. Of course we didn't have it. And then boom, right back in the bottom of the first.
Then it was 5-3. Then it was 5-3. Then it was 5-5.
It was 4-3.
Where'd you
then
sit,
4-4.
Ari? Where'd you sit?
What?
Where'd you
I
sit?
okay, I'm a bleacher guy. Like, I get
Me
the
too.
joy of sitting way down low.
Yeah.
I've sat like that before. But to me, it's like, as long as I can see the field, it's great. So when I go with Morrissey, we sit in the outfield.
I love
this
the
one's
outfield.
behind home plate, but way, way, way up.
Yeah, I like being in the outfield.
Outfield's great. I got a front row in section 300. So nobody's in front of me, which
Perfect.
I like.
Perfect.
It was fucking great. High-fiving everybody when we came back.
Yep.
I got a fucking Judge jersey. I should wear it right now, actually.
And that's a great thing about SeatGeek, man.
I'm gonna get a Puig jersey.
That's a great thing about SeatGeek.
Puig, that's crazy. Get a
Puig
Kershaw jersey.
Yeah.
No, I want Puig, or I'll get
Puig's
Bellinger. I love Puig.
Puig's
Why,
done, man?
Aaron? Why?
It's just the worst name in baseball.
Oh, fuck you, man.
He is bad, man. You should have gotten a Puig jersey 3 years ago.
I love
today.
Puig.
It's weird.
Dude.
You go to the Dodgers games, like people kind of boo him now. Like
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They do. When he strikes out, like I went to a game, he struck out 3 times.
Yeah,
people
that's
kind
different.
of booing him.
He has these weird games, and they'll let him know.
It's pretty bad.
Look at you, dude. Look at you. Look at the judge. Look at that.
Oh, right.
How much did that cost? That cost like $350.
Look at that bald spot.
300.
$100.
$100? Is that an authentic jersey?
No.
Oh, okay.
The authentic ones cost $150.
Ah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, dude. So, yeah, go to SeatGeek, grab some tickets, UFC fights, see Ari's live concerts that he's doing. And, yeah, it's pretty good. SeatGeek. Use the promo code PUNCHDRUNK.
Yep. Download the app. Put in the user code PUNCHDRUNK. You can also go on your laptop and get it, but why not have the app? And then anytime you're anywhere, you can be like, oh no, there's a baseball game in an hour. Bam, right there on your phone. You don't have to look anything up.
And they give you the cheapest tickets to expensive tickets.
Yep.
And they're all guaranteed.
So there you have it. Thank you, our friends at SeatGeek.
Last live show you went to?
I saw Weird Al Yankovic at the fucking Greek on a weird date. He was good. Yeah.
No, it's great, and his fans are crazy,
and
right?
they're so white.
Yeah. Why is that a bad thing?
It's not so bad.
It's so weird that that's now a bad thing. Like, you go there, it's all white people. Everyone's, this is a white crowd. I'm like, yeah, because there's more of us than everybody else in this fucking country.
I don't see it as a bad thing. I just think it's funny when an artist like that, of any kind, has only one race of fan. I think that's weird. He doesn't talk about race. It has nothing to do with his thing, but it's like only one race of people likes him. It's like if you went to a Denise Williams concert or something like that. It's only black people. You know what I mean? And
it is weird.
It's weird when these culturally divided people who aren't actually – like I remember I did a show in Kansas City one time, and I was talking to this black bouncer. He was like talking about like a famous guy. Like he was referencing what would a famous guy – like, like Gerald Levert. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Really?
No white person knows who Gerald Levert is.
I absolutely do.
There's always one weird white guy who says that.
Dude, this guy drinks malt liquor.
Maybe 3 Gerald Levert songs.
Yeah, you don't know. Okay, so we interviewed everyone who left the show.
Okay, I bet that'll take me a minute. It'll take me a minute.
Oh,
I don't know if I can name 3, but I guarantee you I could play 3 Gerald Levert songs that you'd be like, oh, I know that song. Oh, I know that song.
Well, based on name alone,
I
asked everyone leaving the show. I asked every black person if they knew who.
Casanova is one song. And the Levert brothers were like an R&B group. I think Gerald Levert's dead. He was kind of like a poor man's Luther Vandross. He was like one of those like old school R&B, like almost crooners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it was like Johnny Gill and Luther Vandross and all those guys.
And they all died, right?
All of them died.
Well, not a
Freddie Jackson dead. Luther Vandross
you're
dead.
A crooner,
Gerald
you're
Levert
die
dead.
Early.
No, they're all fat black singers that had like That's it right there. Yep. Isn't that Casanova?
I don't
yep. You know that song.
Barely.
So, Ari, you went to the game, and how'd that go? That was fun?
It was fun. Okay, let's talk about the Yankees for a second. Did anybody see Game 2? Did any of you see Game 2?
Talking about the Yankee game?
Yeah.
What happened in Game 2? Because I've watched a lot of baseball, and all the non-Cubs games kind of run together.
Okay.
Ari's face is hilarious.
Cleveland is the team to beat in the playoffs.
I watched the game you were at.
No, dude. Cleveland is not the team to beat in the playoffs. The team to beat is the Los Angeles Dodgers. Make no doubts about it. We had the greatest record there. We had a weird swoon in that little thing, but we had the greatest record in the playoffs.
By one game over
Fuck
Cleveland.
it. One game is one game. One game is one game, dog.
The fucking plus minus run differential was 190 for the Dodgers to 254 for the Indians.
Wow. And also the Dodgers
fucking
lost.
American League sucks.
Also, Dodgers lost 16 of the last 19.
And Cleveland's second half was so unbelievable.
Yeah, they set a record for wins in a row.
Whenever, dog. Whenever. We're not afraid.
Okay, you don't have to be afraid.
I was rooting for the Yankees, but now suddenly I'm rooting for Cleveland because you fucking got a mouth on you.
Because you disagreed
with
Sam.
So you have this team that is the team to beat. And in game 1, you get Breeden, whatever, fine. They crush you, fine.
You get what? Breeden? You get Breeden?
Second game, you're fucking up. You're up 8-3. You're up by 5 runs. In the 5th inning, they take out CeCe. He had just retired 12 of his last 13 batters. He had 77 pitches in him.
Oh, man, that is stupid.
And he's about to face the bottom of the order.
Yep, that's
There is
stupid.
no reason to lift him.
Yep.
There is none.
I agree with that,
8-3,
dude.
and your guy is cruising. There is no reason to take him out.
I totally agree with that, dude.
He takes him out immediately, after a walk. Then the next guy hit. The guy after that hit by pitch, and that guy, by the way, he's a pinch hitter, worked the count. He got like 6 fouls. Got a hit by pitch, which it ended up not being a hit by pitch. It hit his bat. Hit the knob of his bat. Immediately when it hit his knob of his bat, Sanchez, the catcher, turns to Girardi and goes, foul. It went to his glove. That'd be out 3, be the end of the inning. He goes, that was a foul. And Girardi does not challenge the call.
Oh.
He does not challenge the call. The next batter hits a grand slam.
Oh, my God.
That's the way that goes.
So now
dude.
they're up 8-7.
That's October baseball.
The momentum's completely shifted. Yeah, sure, October baseball. But he's fucking out after lifting CeCe for no reason. There's no reason to lift him. He's cruising.
Yeah.
Save your fucking guy. Save your fucking bullpen.
Yeah. Here's the thing I've learned.
CeCe's always got the power. CeCe can go 120.
Dave Roberts does that a lot with the Dodgers, where these analytic guys are like, I'm smarter than the game. And then they just start fucking with shit. And you're like, no, at some point it's like, it comes down to players playing, and you got to let them play.
It's not like he was struggling. 77 pitchers, retired 12 of the last 13.
Dude,
First inning was a little weak,
ridiculous.
but then he settled down and he was fine.
I mean, unless they had him on like a crazy
big
pitch
mistake
count.
first. Fine. So then they're up 8-7. They can't hold the 8-7 lead with 4 innings left, which is fine. Whatever. And then it's extra innings. They pinch run. Todd Frazier hits a fucking double. They pinch run for him. Man on second, no outs. The pinch runner gets picked off second.
Oh, jeez.
Right?
In the fucking 11th
By
inning.
the way, real quick, Aaron has hard nipples and is rock hard right now because this is the most baseball talk we've had in 3 years.
Baseball talk.
It is. But I mean, this is the playoffs and my team's in it.
All 3 of our teams are in it.
Rests solely on Joe Girardi. So now they're down 2-0 to the Cleveland Indians going home instead of being 1-1 with all the momentum and saying we can beat this guy. And they beat Kluber. Kluber's their ace, so they save for game 2. They save their ace for game 2, who might win the Cy Young, probably won't, but might young the Cy Young. They saved him for game 2, and they rocked him.
Ari,
can
I ask you something? Are you just trying to get Fitbit steps right now? You're just power walking through your apartment.
It's like he quit weed and alcohol and he's on coke.
I know. It's like watching a Blair Witch. A Blair Witch
It
project.
really is like the Blair Witch. The hidden tapes, the discovered tapes of a Jewish man on a sports rant.
The baseball Blair Witch. It's the baseball Blair Witch.
Hey, Ari, see if you can get snot to come out of your nose like that chicken Blair Witch while you're on this.
Where are those people? They probably were like,
her career was done within like 3 months.
She was kind of like the guy from Napoleon
Dynamite.
I remember seeing her on, I think it was the Craig Kilborn show, doing an interview, and just even as a child watching me, like, oh, she is terrible. Like, she has no charm.
It's like she's a low-budget actress.
She just came off bad. Her posture was bad.
The guy from Napoleon Dynamite?
He beat me out for a fucking – this is how low down his career is. I was up for a part on a Pop Network show, a guest star, and I was down to me and John Heater, and he had to audition. And he got it.
Well, because he wouldn't play Napoleon. They basically want you to play the same guy in everything.
I thought he was okay in the Will Ferrell Blades of Glory movie.
Yeah, he was
but
great, but he didn't want
that
to
was
play
his one shot. That was his one shot.
Yeah, and he kind of bombed.
Yeah.
It didn't do
So,
well.
Ari, what day was the bet that you couldn't use your phone? What day was that? What game was that? What game was that? Game 1 or 2?
I couldn't use my phone. I think that was a play-in game, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So you played in you
But you went to the game
after the play-in.
You went to the game the day before.
Right? You went to the game before. The next
I went to the game that day.
Yeah. The play-in game was Tuesday.
The playing game was Tuesday, so the next day you were supposed to.
No. The playing game was Thursday.
Dude,
No,
I'm
I thought
going
it
to
was
take
Tuesday.
Captain Baseball over here.
Tuesday was American League. Wednesday was National League.
Okay, so Tuesday, you were supposed to.
No. Tuesday, we were fucking on the podcast.
We never
together.
fucked at all. We
I-
never.
There's no way I believe
Tuesday
that.
was that day.
Don't believe it
I went
at
that
all.
night, right? And then Wednesday I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday you did it, and you
Yeah.
weren't supposed to use your phone for a day.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, let's take a look at this real quick.
You got
Judges, I'd like to.
Steve Renazizi texted Ari Wednesday, "What a fucking game! Are you going to go to another playoff game?" To which Ari replies, "Absolutely."
What day?
I
gotta. We gotcha.
I got to visit home for a
that
few
was
days.
The night of Tuesday.
No, it was the next day when you were supposed to start not using your phone. You cheating fuck.
Show me the screen.
You cheating fuck. You got caught. You got set up and you got caught.
Bernie Madoff motherfucker.
So I
That's
think
the
it should
screen
have
was
to
that
go
night.
to a fucking week. He should have to go a week without his phone
A
or the
year,
internet.
1 year.
1 year.
How did Steve know about the bet to show you?
Oh, everybody knows.
I just texted Jeff and Ryan and Steve and Sam, and I go, "Hey, everybody, email and text Ari tomorrow.
Oh,
Let's see
so it
if
was
he replies."
entrapment. This won't hold up in court,
Yeah,
though.
we
It was
set it up.
entrapment.
We set it up.
The game was
Welcher.
on Tuesday. I did it the next day. He texted me on Tuesday.
2 Welches. Dude, it was on that Wednesday. We see the date right there. Okay.
Hey, here's what it says. I texted him an hour ago, and then Renazizi says, "Oh, it starts tomorrow." And I said, "Yep, it starts tomorrow, Wednesday, and then it goes till Thursday." And then at 2:40, O'Neill says, "It's 2:40 New York time, a.m., and Ari just sent an email."
Oh.
And I said, "That doesn't count." Nope, I said that doesn't count.
We didn't say midnight to midnight.
Nope, we said when you wake up, and I say that. I said that. And then Wednesday at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., Renazizi sends me a screenshot of you replying to his text.
Guilty as charged.
It says
from the day before.
He's the Welcher.
It says 9:46 a.m.
He's the Welcher. Such a
Let me see this
Welcher. Such a Welcher.
Let me see it.
9:40.
Welchy Mitch Welchy pants.
Smiling.
He sent you that at 9:46 a.m. the screenshot, but
No.
I sent it to him the day before.
No,
He sent me
you're
after the game.
dying. You're dude. Why would Steve do that? Steve wouldn't
You
do
know
that.
why?
He's an honest man, and you're a
You know
Welcher. Look at your shit-eating grin too. That's how we know you know, because you got caught.
Because I don't remember if I fucked up, then I got to do it more. Not like you.
You gotta do a week, 1 week, no internet, because he's a Welcher.
In your defense, if he did screenshot this from the previous day,
Yeah.
so what day did you go to the baseball game?
I think it was Tuesday night.
Why
the
are
day
you
after the
entertaining
podcast, the day of the
this
podcast.
thing?
I'm just hearing it all out.
No, you're fucking giving him a way out.
I'm not giving him away out. I
You
want it to
are.
be because if it's legitimate, I want it to be legitimate and true. Everything that I said was 100% true. This says today,
Okay, let's call
9:48. Yeah, we'll just call Renazizi. Well,
I respect what Jason's doing here. He's really being the Clarence Darrow in this
Yeah.
fucking debate. He wants honest.
yeah,
Sam just
courtroom.
wants me to be wrong.
exactly.
Yeah, Sam is
And
like.
so do I, to mind you. But Renazizi clearly knew that it started the next day and sent you a text that said, "Hey, if Tuesday was a game you went to, that does prove this point," because he goes, "What a fucking game. Are you going to another one?"
Yeah, that night he asked me that.
This was at 9:46 in the morning.
Yeah, you lying sack of
Wait,
shit.
wait.
Why are
He
you
sent
giving
that
him
at
a way
9:46 a.m.?
out?
I'm not giving him a way out. I just got
Wait a
him
minute,
caught.
wait a minute. There's a case that just happened a couple weeks ago where a guy murdered his wife while high on NyQuil in
I
his
saw that.
sleep. Maybe Ari texted in his sleep. This is what could have happened. He knew he was about to be sober, took a lot of Molly, and somehow he did like a sleep apnea where he texted in his sleep. Ari, that's your way out right there. You're welcome.
Wait.
And then Renazizi texted, "We got him." 6 exclamation marks.
Wait. The screenshot is from 9:46 or
AM.
the fucking
AM.
or the
No.
text is 9:46.
Nope, the text is 9:46 a.m. In the screenshot, it says 9:46 a.m. Right here, today, 9:46 a.m.
Send me the screenshot.
I'll do that right now. 9:46 a.m. today. That's what it says. Now, here's how it sounds guilty to me, because he says, are you going to go to another game? That was a great game. And you said, yep, I'd like to go. I got to go visit home for a few days, but I'm going to try to go to game 4.
Yeah, so he sent me that at fucking on Tuesday night.
Your Honor.
He sent that at 9:46 a.m. I'm looking at the time.
The evidence is clear. He violated it.
The evidence is not clear.
The evidence is so clear. I submit his shit-eating grin, Your Honor.
You want me to email it to you right now?
Shit-eating grin on his face.
I want you to send it to my iMessage.
No, don't send it to him. You don't give him the evidence. So
it proves that he's guilty. No, you just want to argue for the rest of the week? Or do you want him to admit that he's guilty?
No, he's going to find out.
You know the answer to that.
I'm looking at
the. He just wants to argue.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You're right.
You can't not show me the evidence you're trying to prove me wrong on.
And when you read it, you're gonna
call in 20. He says he's with his chick.
When you read it, you're gonna be like, oh wow, I am guilty.
Yeah. All right, send it to me right now.
You got it. Boom.
Is he in the bathroom?
I feel like I'm watching.
Are you in the bathroom again?
Yeah, dude.
I'm taking a shit now. I got
what
to
is
get out.
What is going on?
Are you like a fucking
Jesus Christ?
God damn it. God. I can't believe some lady goes, I love that, man. Just lay on me and pump me.
Why do you think she has to take so much Molly? Because he's constantly pissing and shitting everywhere.
Pump me.
I love seeing girls pee in that exact position where they lower the camera down, but that may have ruined it for me.
That's the best sex talk
I sent it to your email.
Pump me.
I sent it to your email.
Why'd you send my email? Okay.
I'm gonna use that. I like it.
Oh baby, pump me.
I think I just realized that like
somebody said pump me, I would just start laughing. And then I'd start pumping.
I think Ari gets off on peeing and shitting in front of you.
No, he can't help it.
I feel like it's just like an erotic
thing. He has
thing.
problems.
I think it's like an erotic thing for him. I think he saves his fluids up all day. Just ready.
I gotta be honest. That does look like I fucked up.
Told ya.
Oh, and he admits it. Cornered. The killer finally admits it. Like they said in the first 48. Ari?
You know how I think it happened? Because that's pretty early in the morning. Like your phone goes off and then you looked at it and you're like,
that's what I thought. He woke up
and then he woke up again and was
off.
like, damn it.
Yeah.
God.
You were probably in the middle of your girlfriend going, pump me.
All right, Sam. Tell you what.
1 week.
Not 1 week. Give me a break.
2 days. You got to double it. 2 days.
2 days. When is this? Fuck. When
would be the most inconvenience for you?
What day will your career come to a screeching halt if you can't return a text? Welcome to the bag of leaves, fuckface. Goddamn Renazizi setting you up. Knocking him down.
Gotcha, dude. The Welcher. I'm going to go for Halloween.
I'm doing it. I'm not welching. I'm fucking doing it.
I'm going to go as Ari. I'm going to go as Ari the Welcher for Halloween.
You're the Welcher, Sam.
You're the Welcher. You got Welch. You fucked up your bet with Tom and Bert, and now you're Welched on this. Give it up, dude. The Welcher. The Welcher.
That song only has one line. Huh? Does it ever break into like another? Like, is there another bar? It's just the chorus.
No, he's a giant Welcher.
So there we go. Now you just added to it. Okay, there's more to it.
That's how you write. You don't just write those songs.
I see. This is your process. You're working it out. Okay.
So if you guys, now we got Ari Welchin. That's a great catch. Good job.
I'm not welching. I'm doing it, Sam. You fucking don't do it, and then you say I did do it.
You're gonna hurt your anus. Stop straining on the toilet. You're gonna hurt your anus.
Yeah, you're gonna bleed to death.
Oh God.
So,
I hope he has a lot of blood and shows them out.
First time on this podcast?
Yeah.
But you were also on the Patreon podcast.
On the Patreon one, yeah.
That was great because as the show went on in the Patreon, we discussed whether you were blackballed, and we decided you were not. And then our friend Chad Zumock was on the show, and Chad went from laughing hysterically to blackout drunk on.
I don't know how that happened.
It happened so fast.
We smelled his bottle, and it was pure vodka.
It was either vodka or gin. It was something like that. And it was like it was like an inch of it left.
Which means the whole thing was vodka.
But he was like totally fine. And then it was just like, bam.
The alcohol does. I mean, the worst.
Like,
the last night I
drank, he had a stroke.
But yeah, no, it very much was like that. I thought he had died at one point because he was just so silent. But that's how alcohol. The last night I drank, I passed out and blacked out and woke up 13 miles away from where I remember being. And I traced my credit card receipts to figure out that like all of those 13 miles and blacking out in like a building that I had sort of like busted into, all this happened within like an hour and like less than an hour and a half. So somehow I was buying shots at the bar. Then I went to like a Waffle House, and then somehow an hour and a half later, I'm like blacked out 13 miles away inside the building. So like shit just happens very quickly. Those last
it escalates fast.
It escalates fast. Like it's like all of a sudden your brain cells jump into a Ferrari and they go from cognizant to just fucking dead to the world.
Yeah, especially once you're in the danger zone. All of a sudden you're just like,
wait. So I'm like, I can't let this guy drive, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking help this dude. He just stumbles off. I have to go find him. I found his keys. He's like, no, give him a.
Oh my God, he drives that drunk?
So I tried. No, I wouldn't let him drive.
It sounds like he does, though.
Yeah, well, he's wrapped his car around a telephone pole before.
Yeah, I'm glad he's learned his lesson.
So then,
Nanny, come in.
So then, dude, we went back to find him, and he had fallen, and he was laying down because he tripped on the cement.
Also, wasn't this like a Monday?
Yeah.
Anytime I've seen him, he's really drunk.
It was a Monday.
It was a Monday.
Wow.
Then he didn't know where his car was. So we had
Who is this?
Chad Zumach. We had to drive around Hollywood going beep, 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 trying to find it. We eventually found it. I had to hide his keys at the store, leave his car there, drive him to his thing. It's just like, I mean, like, I got problems, but man, that I tell you.
Dude, when you see a hardcore drunk like that, it's almost amazing. It's almost like, damn.
It's like I'm a drug addict. Tebow's a drunk.
Mm-hmm.
He's a drunk, too. I get that, man. But Monday, being fucking that fucked up is crazy, right?
And it wasn't like it was like 2 in the morning either.
Yeah, it's another good point. It was like 10 on a Monday.
Yeah.
Which
like
means
to be that drunk, you had to be drinking like all the time.
Yeah, he started early.
So funny, dude. Real quick, UFC fights were there. Gabe, if you go on the Patreon, I interviewed Gabe Killian, who gave me his lock of the week. And by the way, it was the only loss I had on my fucking my parlay.
That's my fault. I didn't know he had a staph infection.
Yeah. So the only loss I had in my 5-team parlay, they ended up taking off Derek Lewis because here's the crazy thing. You want to hear something about Derek Lewis? He didn't want to fight in that fight. He didn't want to fight. He had said multiple times to this fucking I went and watched in Vegas. I was in Vegas the whole week. Which could be, for me, the worst week to do stand-up in Vegas because you had the shootings on that Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Ralphie May, who lives there, dies.
Yeah.
So I had to do stand-up through all that. And I've known Ralphie May for fucking what seems like 20 years, you know.
Good guy, huh? People say.
I loved Ralphie May.
Everybody says he was a good guy.
What?
Everybody liked Ralphie May.
Yep.
Did you like Ralphie May, Ari?
Yeah, man, of course.
Okay, I was expecting.
I never met him. I don't think. But
he was
everyone
wonderful.
Said he was nice.
Real nice
Everyone
guy.
Said he was
Dude.
nice.
Yeah.
He was the nicest guy, and he was like had some of the funniest specials I've ever seen. Like his special where he thought he was a black guy was really great. That was a great special, and then that special where he thought he was country. That was really fucking great too. You know, he always had a different spin on whatever, but he was fucking a wonderful dude, and I loved him to death. And so he was very cool. So it was a hard week to do, but so I would go watch it. When you're in Vegas and you're watching football, the best place to go watch football in Vegas is the Westgate. It has this giant jumbotron for football. It's
Where's
like,
the Westgate?
It's the old Vegas Hilton where Elvis used to play.
Okay, yeah.
But it's the best. It's the best sports book. So I was there, and we were watching football with one of the ESPN radio guys that
and
were
Gabe
there.
was there?
Well, Gabe
was out there for
Gabe
the
had
fights?
performed the night before.
Okay.
No,
he did a guest
performed
spot
that
at your
night.
thing?
Yeah, he
Okay,
came
cool.
and he killed. I mean,
Hey,
Gabe is funny, dude.
He's funny. He's got funny jokes.
Gabe is funny.
I don't know if he could do like an hour, but it's like he's a great.
But he's this old school.
feature.
He's a very dark one-liner guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Who?
Gabe Killian.
I don't know that dude.
He's this. We call him Gabe the Banker because his picks are money in the bank, even though he completely fucked me.
Half of them are.
Yeah.
I'm basically
He
always
bets
even.
so much, that's why.
I know.
Yeah.
So
This the Vegas shooter guy was reading today that he would gamble $1 million a night.
Well, that I have my whole theories on that. That's a different show.
boy.
But so I go to the thing, and he was. I saw this guy Chuck, who's a buddy of mine, is a local radio guy. Used to be a comic out in L.A. So I went to go hang out with him. He was sitting with an ESPN radio dude who covers MMA, and he was telling me about how Derek Lewis had said 3 times that he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight this week because of the tragedy. 3 different interviews. He said 3 different times.
I think meant in general. Because remember, he almost retired when he lost last time? Or did he win?
No, he lost.
He lost and he almost retired. It was like very dramatic.
And then he's like, I don't want to fight. This is horrible. People died. And then he mysteriously woke up with a bad back.
Yeah.
What's weird about that, who was the guy that was singing in the concert when a shooting happened?
Jason Aldean.
Did you see how Dana White's all pissed at him now?
Yeah, but Dana White shouldn't be mad at him.
Why?
Dana White should be mad at his manager. I got that story, too.
Because Dana White said, hey, can you come sing the national anthem? There's 16 people at the audience of the UFC that are, were involved in the shooting. They'd survived it. We want to do a big thing in Vegas and be like pro-Vegas and, Vegas strong kind of stuff. Ugh. Why?
Is there blood for Mo? I want
him. Of course. Dude, that's not healthy.
Look at
all blood, dude.
That's all blood. There's no poop. It's all blood.
It's just a hemorrhoid. It's not a big deal.
It's for 3 years.
Just a hemorrhoid.
Thank you, Jew.
For 3 years.
Dude,
it's not good.
He's been bleeding out like that for a long time.
But he's not bleeding out of his stomach. It's just a hemorrhoid. It's just a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, but bleeding out is bleeding out.
No, it's not. It's totally
It's
different.
the most understanding guest we've had.
If he has intestinal issues, he's bleeding from
blood is dripping.
No, it's not dripping. It's on his ass.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Like a cut on his knuckle.
He wounded it.
Dude,
he
this
opened
is
it
a sports
up.
podcast.
I know because I had to go to the doctor and have him stick this giant cone that spreads your whole asshole. So
I want
inside
that.
You, and it was actually traumatic. I had to sit in my
that
car.
hasn't been in porn yet.
I had to pull. I had to pull over and just sort of called my girlfriend. I was
Are you shitting again?
I mean, I think Ari's dying from something, but I don't think it's the hemorrhoid.
Was this the 4th time you've been on the toilet?
Horrible.
No, I pissed once. The second time was a sink, and now I'm shitting. One piss, one shit.
That's true.
So, also, we'll get into the fights.
Oh, hang on. Let me finish this since he interrupted me with bloody fucking ass.
Oh, yeah. What's he mad about?
So Dana White's like, hey, come do this. Vegas strong. Let's prove how strong Vegas is. Come sing the national anthem. It'd be a great thing to do. And he tweets, I can't do it. I'm not ready to I'm still not over it, and I'm not ready to do anything yet. I apologize, Vegas strong, or whatever the hell. And then he opens SNL that same night instead.
That's a bigger deal.
Can I just tell you this?
Yeah, I know.
That's not how the story went. Totally, and I'll tell you how the story went because the guy who...
That's all blood.
Well, stop fucking Ari. You've been sitting there for 25 minutes. The first thing they tell you the hemorrhoid is to shit for 2 minutes. Did you listen to anything that the guy told you?
No, you
Get your fucking ass up, dude.
No, I was looking at pictures on the wall.
You're fucking spreading your asshole and they're popping out.
This would be great if you just started talking him in Yiddish or Hebrew.
Dreidel. Move your anus.
Dreidel. How the story went, because the guy, Thibault, the guy who I actually was watching the game with is the guy that Dana White, the reporter that Dana White asked to do the report with, to give the interview, and he called the guy's manager to come sing. The guy's manager goes to Dana, I don't think he might never perform again. He might not go on stage. He's so shook up. And Dana's White's like, oh, fuck, man. That sucks. I'm sorry. Tell him our hearts are with him. And then, 20 minutes later, he sees him up doing Saturday Night Live. So I don't know why he yelled at the guy. He should be yelling at the manager for dramatizing the fucking... Just going, he can't. He's in New York doing Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that was the manager's.
Oh, he's
just bad at lying. It's just bad at lying. Like no one would notice that he did that.
Yeah, the manager though.
He's not gonna notice. That's a good point.
Right?
It's not like he was performing in the belly room at the Comedy Store.
No shit.
Maybe he's scared of big crowds though. Like the SNL stage is this tiny,
big crowds.
Probably safer thing to.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like people are
UFC
targeting
fights,
him.
There's no gun control happening. I've gone to a lot of them. There's no.
I couldn't think of a worse crowd to start a fight. Fuck with people than the fuck. Everybody in there knows jujitsu.
If you're scared of guns, he could get shot.
And ready
in
to fight too.
Yeah. So if you shot a couple,
and it's drunk.
Everybody's gonna come inside, and you are fucked.
Sam, you're from Vegas. What's your take on the whole thing? I have my take after yours. But what's your story?
My opinion is this guy was a gun runner for the CIA on the down low. He fucking was making a gun deal. He got set up because he was fucking gambling too much. He was fucking suing casinos. And when you do that job, you're not supposed to blip on the radar. Like, there was a guy in Riverside who got busted with even more guns than this guy. They looked up his name, his social security number, everything. They couldn't find anything on him. You don't do that.
Conspiracies.
Yeah, so I think they set him up, and there's multiple shooters and all that shit.
Multiple shooters. Well, my take is, I'm for it.
Theory.
So.
I knew this was coming. Coming. Ari's completely evil take.
I'm for it. I'm for the shooter. I stand with the victim.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's so stupid.
As he fingers his asshole.
Yeah,
whatever
that's
is
so
going on in
fucking
this video.
stupid. Oh my God,
What was
dude.
it?
Like,
Keeps coming, Mo. It keeps coming.
yeah.
You have to,
that went out
you have
to
to
the
apply
internet.
pressure, young boy chick.
I know. Plug it up. I gotta plug it up. Here we go. Man pong.
Shit.
Ugh,
It's
God.
really no joke, dude. I mean, you're gonna have a real problem here, man. If you don't,
It's been going on for 3 years.
you need to fucking take care of this.
Maybe
Yeah,
longer.
you're like everybody else. You got a real problem. You're gonna die.
Hey, I just don't want you to die before I come back and stay in your apartment again when you're out of the country.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's get into the Nick Diaz thing. He got married. He didn't get married. What's your thoughts?
Well, I talked to him. He didn't get
Now that
it.
we have the expert, Sam's an expert on Vegas.
We're not going to talk about Mighty Mouse, though? You guys don't care that he beat the record?
I mean, we're about to. We're just starting to
I
talk
mean, I
UFC.
feel like we'd skip it.
It's more about how if your pussy aches.
What?
What's that?
What?
Think of big stories if your pussy aches for Diaz right now.
Oh, so that night we were all getting hit up on Twitter asking if we knew anything about this. First of all, did you guys watch the videos of that girl? She's so creepy.
I didn't see it. I just figured it was some sort of stalker situation.
So they really did hook up, but she's like a crazy, like, Christian, like, she looks Amish. And she's like probably the only person she's had sex with. I don't even know how she ended up in Las Vegas. And then now she just wants attention. But this was like years ago they hooked up because I did talk to him.
Uh-huh.
And he loves it because he's in the news. He's like, oh, I love that the news is talking about me. Good.
Uh-huh.
Because that's him.
So they hooked up years ago, and now she's what, just claiming that they've been married all this time? Or
No,
that
she
they're-
says that they got married like last week. But then she made another YouTube video like a day later saying, I want to be a singer. And I'm just using him for fame.
You can't
Oh,
admit, you can't admit
Yeah,
that,
and,
right?
like,
I mean,
the next
that
day-
takes away all the
Everybody's
bonus.
getting so bad at lying these days.
Her whole channel, though, is her playing with dolls. It's the creepiest thing. She literally doesn't speak. She just, like, pulls dolls out and puts them on the camera and, like, brushes their hair.
Not angry.
She's the creepiest
That sounds like
person.
somebody you should not be slapping your cock into.
And he's, like, okay with it. Now he, like, loves it and he likes her photos more and he comments on the photos because he likes the attention.
Hilarious. Well, I mean, never a dull moment with the Diaz brothers.
That's Nick Diaz for you.
I heard Nate's been at the store lately, but I've missed him both nights he was there.
Yeah, he is out here.
Mm-hmm. Is he still out here?
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll run into him. I love that guy. It's always cool when you see him. The cool thing is when they recognize you. You know, when you get to know these fighters or anything like that, and they're
Yeah,
like,
when they
hey,
talk
what's
to you,
up?
like,
And you're
hey,
like,
how you
no
been?"
way, you totally remember me. He's like, yeah, we've talked to you 5-6 times.
I know, but you expect celebrities to be fucking above you, and then when they're not, you're like, oh yeah, you're.
It's not even that I expect them to be above me. I just have this in my head that they talk to 3 million people a day and can't remember anybody. So I
Yeah.
don't. But then when they totally recognize you, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
So,
it is pretty cool.
So I was in Vegas, right, doing the show, doing some shows, and I found out that Vegas does not let you do Play Draft, the app. They won't let you do it there because it's
Real?
Yeah, but it's
They
one-
block it in the city.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
think
know
it's,
you're there, the location.
yeah, I think it's because it's a
Oh.
it's a form of gambling,
Mm.
and they won't let you do it there because everything's got to be online.
Well, fuck you, Vegas.
Well, you know what, man? Because I love playing Play Draft. You guys play Play Draft?
I like playing Play Draft. I haven't really done well.
I've been getting my ass kicked. Play Draft. To download the app Draft. Is it Play Draft?
Yep. Playdraft.com, or you can just get the app Draft on your phone, and you can do live snake drafts anytime you want. Be as in many fantasy leagues as you want. They're 1-week leagues, so if you don't like your team, somebody breaks their leg, you lose somebody for the year. You didn't lose them for a year in Play Draft or Playdraft.com. You know what? You still got them. Just kill them, and then draft a new team the following week. You can play for real hard-earned cash. Use the code PUNCHDRUNK, and that gets you one free entry to play. Win the money, keep the money, honey. That's how it rolls.
It's actually kind of fun.
Good saying. Good saying.
Win the money, keep the money?
Yep, win the money, keep the money, honey.
Honey? I like that.
Since when in gambling does anyone win the money and then keep the money, though? I mean,
well, that's how you got to get out.
That's how gambling works.
That's how I do it, dude. I get that. I win $2. I throw my luggage into the car, and I drive out of town.
I'm all about building that empire. Build that empire. Keep winning all season long and then cash out at the end of the year.
Yeah, man. It's really good. It's fun because it's only like there's big tournaments where you can win like 10 grand. If you do the right numbers, and there's small tournaments where you can win 20,
play for
30,
play for $1, you can win $22, whatever. There's all kinds of different ones.
A lot of people challenged me this week, the last 2 weeks, but I was in Nevada, so I couldn't play. So if you want to challenge me this week, get at me, homeboy. I'll take on all challengers. Who wants some? Find me on Play Draft. I think it's Sammy T. And find me. I'm in. Let's rock.
And I am at the T on Play Draft on Draft. So get the app. Get the app. I mean, the app's better. I'm not shitting on their website. Their website's great.
Right.
But if I'm dicking around somewhere and I got 10 minutes and I want to do a draft, I don't want to have to race home to get my computer.
Right.
Just sit one on your phone while your girlfriend's watching whatever dumb fucking show she watches.
Right.
Sit there and draft a new fucking league. That's the worst especially when the draft season is over and then you're like, God, man, I made so many mistakes in my big leagues. Now that we're at week 5.
Right.
Well, now you can draft a new team every week.
Right. I love it. Yeah, so go to playdraft.com or
use the code PUNCHDRUNK. Use code PUNCHDRUNK. That gets you a free entry.
Boom.
Cockblocktober. And happy Cockblocktober, everybody.
Happy
Cockblocktober. I love that. I love it.
What about Mike Ditka? Y'all see this?
Yeah, what's he talking about?
No, Mike Ditka today on the Bleacher Report said that he's going on about how he hates these fucking national anthem kneeling, and he says this genius bit. He goes, "There has been no oppression in the last 100 years that I know of."
Oh, man. That is just
100 years?
100 years? The 60s had nothing?
Stupid.
The 60s? No, baby. He's going back to the fucking 1917.
Dude.
I don't even know.
Women couldn't vote. Women couldn't drive. Black people couldn't vote. Black people couldn't drive.
That I know of.
American Indians were getting killed.
Man, that's why old people should use new technology.
Idiot.
That is like, okay, goodbye.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964, Voting Act of 65, Rosa Parks 55. I mean, and that's, then there's been a lot of shit since then, right? I mean, no oppression. That's just like, Mike, hyperbole is never your friend in these situations.
Yeah. Black people couldn't play baseball till 47.
Right, my God.
What an idiot.
It's tough.
I mean,
what an idiot. Well, it's like, well, you're not even in, man. Nobody cares about you.
But here's the other thing.
But he was the number one trending thing on Twitter. And here's my take on it. If Mike Ditka's trending on Twitter and he didn't die, something bad is going down. There's no reason a guy should be trending if he's not dead at that age.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Why is anybody in America turning to Mike Ditka for social advice? That's the dumb thing.
I'll answer you with 2 words. Duh, Bears.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, granted, he is a god when it comes to that, but it's like, I don't care what Mike Ditka thinks about. Of course he's a fucking box of rocks.
Yeah.
He played football with no face mask for 20 years.
I went to his Twitter page, and his banner is a prostate remedy thing with his face holding it up, and I thought, and after this podcast, I want to buy it for Ari for Hanukkah.
That would be a good sweet gift.
8 times. I'm going to buy him 8 different bottles of the prostate cure.
He is, dude, deep.
I'll take that.
And a Band-Aid for his anus.
You're done. I mean, you can't. Nobody in his life loves him enough to tell him not to tweet that shit.
No, he didn't tweet it. He said it in an interview.
Oh my!
With Bleacher
God.
Report, he didn't tweet it. It was just like,
and, they love that.
How old is Mike Ditka?
77.
Yeah,
okay,
I was gonna say
there
75.
should be a rule that after 70, we can't take anything you say seriously.
But 100 years? Like, what I'm
There
scared
goes the
of.
president.
Are there? Yeah, right. Are
I'm
there
with
people
you.
who are?
He's 70.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think he should run for office after 60.
I agree with you. Why are people who are not going to be around probably in the next 10 years getting to choose how the country goes? You shouldn't be allowed to be. You should have to be between like 45 and 55. It should be like 10 years where you're allowed to really, because your kids are still
60,
relevant.
60,
45
to 60.
40 to 60.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
After that, you're done, and before that,
you
no
can't
one
be
cares.
younger than 40 either, because then you have this like idealistic bullshit.
Yeah, you have to get
We're
your
like,
ass kicked a
dude,
little bit.
everybody should be bisexual, transgender, and if you're not, you're a racist bigot. Okay? No, okay, you got to go.
Right.
I think here's my theory, and I do joke about it. Everybody should have to work at Denny's for 2 years after high school.
Definitely, I
You
completely
should have to
agree
work
with
there, and imagine how much better comedy was
100%.
if everybody worked at Denny's for 2 years.
you. Yeah.
You would be able
You
to
could do all those
every
black people don't tip jokes,
Yeah.
and then no one would
You
get
could do
offended
any
because they know it
jokes.
was
You
true.
could do any jokes.
Yeah.
You could do any
I
jokes.
was in
'Cause you
trenches.
would
I know
realize-
black people don't tip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
absolutely true. They don't. From my experience.
Did you wait tables?
Yeah, I bartended. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. French people and black people, worst tippers on the planet.
Yeah. And black people are the first to send a drink back. They'll send a drink
Oh,
back at a drop of a
100%.
hat.
They're so demanding.
Drop of a hat, that thing's coming
Dude,
back.
I mean, this is, of course, generalization, but from my generalization, I can see. I was staying in
I
Harlem.
love how you call it generalization and not
while I'm doing it.
racism.
Right. That's not, though. My experience, I was in Harlem last year for like 7 days, and I swear to God, every time I went to a restaurant, a coffee shop, a bodega, an African-American person was complaining about their sandwich, their coffee, their something. It was like, what the fuck? Can no one get it right here? Has no one made a single product correct here? This blew my fucking mind. And meanwhile, it was chaos outside, but they wanted that sandwich perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was-
It's why homeless people take forever to cross the street. It's this weird little bit of power you
Yeah,
can
it's
exert
weird.
on people.
I think it absolutely is that bit of power.
I used to wait tables in Vegas when I went to college, and it was during Mike Tyson's last couple years. And like when Mike Tyson fought, it was the Black Super Bowl, okay? And it was like, I'm not lying to you when I tell you this is not racism. This is a fact. During a Mike Tyson fight, the city of Las Vegas would run out of chicken wings.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not
That's
me
not
making
necessarily
that
a black
number
thing,
up.
though. That's also
That's a real.
But I
that's
would
a
guess
true
chicken
fact.
wing consumption goes way up on a fight anyway. That seems like a boxing
Yeah,
food.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
but,
sure the black element added to it, but I'm sure you got to
Yeah.
at least factor in
Dude,
white people
there
eat
were-
chicken wings more
do you
during a
think
fight.
While I was there, Mike
That's
Tyson was
crazy.
the only fight that happened while I was there? Do you think nobody fought?
No.
This wasn't during Oscar De La Hoya's heyday or any of those guys?
All right, well, we'll get to the bottom. We'll find out how much race is a component. How many of these chicken wings were spicy?
Well, okay, I didn't get the
That's a good
spreadsheet.
question.
No,
That's a good
were
question.
they
We need
hot
more
and spicy?
information.
Were
We
they
need
hot
more
and spicy?
information.
So we have to know how much ratio was a component and how much lemonade was used to wash them down. That is the only pink lemonade. That is the only way we can get.
Now, the funny thing
I
about
will actually say something racist.
Look at
They
those
also
videos.
ran out of watermelon
Fuck
during
you.
Mike Tyson
Oh,
fight.
stop.
They did.
What?
Ran out of watermelon also during Mike
Oh,
Tyson
I
fights.
do not condone
That
those
was
comments.
racist.
Now
That was
listen,
awful.
And grape
So
drink.
bad.
but the worst part was,
Grape drink.
the worst part was,
Purple drink. Purple drink.
the worst part was they ran out of syrup. The scissor.
Yeah.
So the worst thing was if you were a white chick waitress,
Yeah.
during that week, you were fucked.
Well, you know that because anytime you work a comedy club and there was like a black act there the week before who draws in an all-black crowd, the waitresses are pissed. They're always talking shit. They're like, so Bruce's crowd does not tip. And look, I'm
That
a
is
Jew,
true. You do
and
know
I'm
that.
going from the low-tipping, high complaint in a restaurant thing. My mom has never ordered a glass of water at a restaurant that hasn't been too warm, too hot, not enough lemon. It fucking drives me nuts. And it's still black people edge us out.
I have my theories on why black people don't tip.
What's that?
I think culturally
Reparations.
they're not taught it.
No, I think it's a like. You might be right. I have no idea.
It's like I had this David Deary, who I love with all my heart, has the dumbest theory in the world, which is that everybody knows black act music because it's good, and not everybody knows white music because it's not actually that good. Meaning, if you ask a white guy who James Brown is, everybody knows who James Brown was.
But not Gerald Levert.
But nobody.
Let me pop a hole in that theory, Sam.
Nobody. It's not my theory. It's his
Let me
theory,
pop a
but
hole in that
nobody
theory.
knows AC/DC. And I'm like, that's the most retarded shit I've ever heard. And the reason they don't know that because they're not taught it.
Yeah.
Culturally,
That's
they're
true.
not black. The black culture doesn't teach young black youth who AC/DC is.
Right. No, they're not. Black culture is. Well, I mean, this is the most obvious statement ever. Is black culture is way less interested in what our white culture is doing than white culture is in what black people are doing.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Because they're not interested in success.
Oh,
no, I
Jesus
disagree. I just
Christ.
think for the most part.
That's racism.
Well,
I
don't know why culturally it just isn't as palatable. I don't know why Bob Dylan is not as palatable to black people as Lil Wayne is to white people. I have no idea why that is, but it is the fact.
I mean, that goes back.
I think they have walls up about wanting to embrace our shit because so much of our shit was forced on them for a while. So they don't want to have to. They're like, it's like when I go into an all-black club and I talk about myself, they're like, nah, we don't care. But if I talk about like racial shit or something like that, then they're like, okay, we're on board.
Yeah, I get that.
You ever done a Maz Jobrani show and tried not to talk about Persian shit? They don't give a fuck.
Oh
what
my
you're
God,
saying.
they'll revolt
They
on you.
don't
They'll be
care.
like, no, you're not Maz. You're not Maz.
Or
Maz back.
Or if you can get up there if you're like, oh, there's so many Persians and I'm a Jew, and they're like, oh, that's how we know you. That's we get this dynamic. If you're like, hey, I'm just a human being, they're like, we don't care. We don't care.
Brett Ernst has a great joke about black people sending drinks back when he used to bartend, where he's like, hey man, this drink ain't strong enough. He goes, it's straight Hennessy. What do you want me to add to it? More Hennessy?
Yeah. Well, he has a great bit about Pink Lemonade,
Yeah,
how their
love
octaves go up.
Yeah.
And it's very funny because I was working the Dayton Funny Bone. I only worked it one time in my life, and it was this notorious cocksucking manager named Doc worked there, this, like, fucking amazing piece of shit. And it was this thing where, like, some of these clubs, they'll hire guys who worked at, like, TGI Friday, and they're in charge of, like, food and beverage.
I think it's like 85% of the comedy clubs in America.
But then they put these guys in, and they're like, oh, you're also going to judge talent. And you're like, well, you're good at ordering more beverages, but you don't know fucking talent. So this guy fucking gave me the worst review. It took me forever to get back in Funny Bones, right? My opener was this guy who no longer does Kenny something out of Florida. And he was the biggest piece of shit, this opener. So he got brought back, and I didn't get brought back. So this guy was featuring for Steve Trevino, which is hilarious. And Steve busted him stealing jokes, which is hilarious. And that statement itself is hilarious. Steve got busted him doing all of Brett Ernst's fucking Pink Lemonade bit. Like, word for fucking word. Yeah.
Wow, Brett is like the last person I'd steal from because he could beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah. And it's like, Pink Lemonade!
Yeah. Wow. I can't get back into that. I think something happened to me with the Funny Bones. I can't get in any of those fucking things either.
I finally had a cool manager who was there, who was like, oh, you were great. She gave me a good review, so now I'm in the rotation. It took me forever to get back there.
Okay, like, I just don't get how comedy works sometimes. Because I did the Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, and then they brought me back. Like, great club, right? They brought me back like 2 years later when I had a lot of heat, and my quote was higher, and I bonused 3 times. The only time I've ever done that. And I've never been booked back.
Well, because you bonus.
Wow.
Do they resent me for having to pay me like the bonus?
No, bonus isn't just out of nowhere. Bonus is like means we did well. So we're gonna
I know.
pay you.
Well, okay, but I've never been able to get booked back there.
Comedy's weird,
fucking
dude.
bizarre. Yeah.
That's why we're crazy, dude. That's
This
why
is
we're insane
unbearable.
fucking human beings.
I
Because
know.
we deal with this fucking crazy-ass shit.
You got to be a little crazy to want to do this for a living. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
You just
pretty.
have to have low standards for yourself. You're like, oh, that's what life is.
But
that
I
makes
love
sense. That works
stand-up,
out.
dude.
I know, me
love
too.
doing
It's
it.
weird.
I love doing it.
Me too. I was at the Comedy Store last night waiting around to get up at fucking 12:30, and I did it. And I was like, that was worthwhile.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I love
Yeah.
fucking doing it. It's the fucking best time. What else? Did we talk enough baseball? I don't think we did. I wanted
Well, at this point, I think Girardi's. They say his job might be on the line if he doesn't win Game 5 tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't think so. Because I honestly think he'll be one of the managers.
You guys weren't even
that team
supposed to
expected
make it
finish
to the
bottom,
postseason.
But it's the Yankees. But they were expected to finish at the bottom of their fucking division. They did way better than that. I mean, one fuck up. I mean, not one fuck up. One game fuck up is like, nah, he's too good. He's been there 10 years. Everybody loves him. I don't see it, but like I could see it.
I don't think he's losing his job.
You don't remember the Yankees firing everybody all the time. That's the son of the guy who used to do that shit. He's there now.
That's right. That's where Trump got his way.
Now,
of
is he
firing
going to get
everybody.
fired because of that one? Ari, can you change the position of the fucking camera? We're staring right into the police helicopters. There we go. Perfect. Do you think he's going to get fired because of pulling CC or because it just nothing's been happening? Because he did win a World Series, what, 3-4 years ago?
He won a World Series. He's been to the playoffs 6 times. But you don't understand, Sam. You never liked a team that's successful.
Oh, it's 2009?
Yeah.
Wow, it has been a while.
It's been a long time. And 6 playoff runs, they expect to be in the playoffs every year. They expect to win World Series.
I mean, what are we thinking? So you guys play today, Thibault?
No, we play tomorrow, Game 5. And we got to go against Kluber. We're not going to touch Kluber again like we did before.
I don't know, man. You already saw him. Usually when you see him again, it's easier to hit him.
Well, we only saw him fucking twice around the rotation, and then he was lifted, so.
Ari,
Houston's good.
Houston is good. You remember they went on that tear early.
I wouldn't sleep on Houston.
Houston's a better team than what's it called?
No, the Cubs? Yeah, for sure. They are much better than the Cubs. But not the Dodgers because the Dodgers had a better record. By the way, the nanny just yawned. This intense.
But I'm happy Aaron's happy, though.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about your pussy again, idiot. Fucking stupid.
I didn't talk about my pussy at all.
Shut up! No one's talking to you. We're talking about you.
By the way, when your boyfriend was on the show, Ari said he was going to kill you, or what did he say, rape you? And then he defended your honor, so you should feel good about that.
He did?
Yeah.
So it was O'Neill, and he said something, and I was like, well, guess what? You just got your girlfriend raped. I'm sending black people to rape her.
See, it wasn't even my boyfriend.
Okay.
It was the other guy. Oh. You can't tell the difference.
Sometimes
you can't tell his Dave O'Neill. You're racist, man.
Sometimes you
You're
can't.
racist.
Sometimes you can't. Yeah, NBA. Is anybody at all interested in the NBA?
There goes baseball.
No way.
No. Well, honestly, Cleveland has a great team now.
Hold on. Let's finish. Who do you got if the Cubs play the Dodgers? Who do you got, Aaron?
Dodgers.
For sure.
I'm rooting for the. I will wear the hat.
Are we bag of betsing this, Thibault?
I don't bet on my team. I don't bet on the Cubs. I don't bet on the Falcons. Same reason I didn't do the Super Bowl bet. Because after that loss, then I got to fucking jam a bunch of dildos in my ass and brush my teeth with somebody's cum.
Yeah, why are you guys bets always so gay?
That's what Jeff always says.
How okay, at what point and how soon until like one of you is sucking the other one's dick in a bet?
Hey, dude.
I mean, like I feel like I would say
it's
I would say
2 more seasons.
2 more years. 2 more years.
2 more years.
I bet it's sooner than that.
Wait, there was a bet. Wasn't there a bet that you guys had to give each other a blowjob?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna suck Sam's dick. Something.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you are.
Isn't
we
there
don't
a thing
need
to
you
plug
anymore.
in?
Ari admitted you busted him. Ari admitted you busted him.
Who, Steve?
Can you hear that, Ari?
Microphone's on the bottom.
What he said?
Speaker's on the bottom.
Do like this.
Yeah.
Hello? Go on again.
Hello?
Can you hear him?
Ari, I'm sorry, man. A bet's a bet. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I got to do it twice now. I got to do it double because you have to keep your fucking mouth open. No, I'll keep my bets. I'll do it. I'll do double.
Hold on. Okay. Here.
Yeah, he said he'll do it.
I don't think that's going to
work. Is this technology?
Tomorrow and what's it called? And Thursday. All right.
Are you there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he's gonna do it tomorrow and Thursday. Now he has to do double.
Oh.
Now he has to.
What is he going to do?
He has to double it. He has to go 2 days now instead of 1.
Oh, my God. Well, now he knows not to do it. There's no consequences?
Just 2 days instead of 1.
Yeah.
No consequences. Double the amount of time. And I did it all day that day except for fucking one text in the morning.
Sam is just baffled. I implore everybody to watch this Punch Drunk on YouTube and watch Sam try to figure out how to navigate this phone call and the speakers and a microphone. He's 0 for 7 on getting it right here.
This is like the dumbest episode of MacGyver ever.
It really is. It's like MacGyver's retarded brother.
Johnny always plugs like something down here into the phone.
Retarded.
The speaker's on the bottom of your phone.
Yeah, it's working. No, the speaker isn't at the bottom of the phone.
It is.
No, it's not, dude. Because when I talk, I do this. I hear.
That's where your speaker is.
You want me to go?
No, the speaker's here. The microphone's. Dude, Aaron,
Really?
shut up! All right, dude. We appreciate you calling in, dude. It's. Thank you.
Dare Aaron, the technical guy in this room, tries to say some technical stuff.
Yankees.
Good point.
We
Good
think you have a
question.
good chance. I'll call you a little later, buddy. Bye.
You guys, Pink came on the other day, and I changed it, and I felt bad. I was like, oh, man, Steve would have never changed that. It was a really slow Pink song, though.
I've been calling into this Austin sports radio show every Friday to talk NFL, And
you still talk to those guys?
Yeah, I do every Friday. Yeah,
they're mad at me. I forgot to call in one day.
I do every Friday at 10 a.m. And so they were having Steve Renazizi on the following week, like in the middle of the week. And they go, is there anything you wanted to tell us about Steve? I go, bust his balls for loving Pink so much. So then I talked to them this Friday. They were like, oh, yeah. Steve was like, how the hell do you know I like Pink? Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice.
And then they go, so he told us to ask you about Ari's asshole getting bleached. That's what they asked me about last week.
On the radio, they go, hey, did Ari get his asshole bleached?
They said anal bleaching. And it's asshole. But.
Yeah. Well, the reason our bets are so gay, dude, is because we're not
We're
gay
closet
and we
homos.
don't want to do it.
Right,
Yeah.
but you're also like not marathon runners. You
What
wanna
is-
do that too?
Yeah,
There's a lot
you
of
should do
things you're
athletic
not, but
things
it's
like that are
always
sports
gay.
related. There's
Yeah.
no sports related bets in there.
If
Yeah.
I
They're
had
all
run a
just
marathon, I'd probably die.
Well, I mean,
know,
like,
but if
if I go, oh, dude, you have to run 5 blocks, that's not that embarrassing. It's meant to be.
It's not 5 blocks. It's 26.2
still-
miles.
Well, yeah, we're going to run 26 miles.
Still pretty gay though.
But it's not meant to, and some might say running is gay, okay? But it's not meant to be just you lost. It's meant to be
how about this
degrading.
one,
Why don't you like let him punch you in the face? And why do you have to like finger his asshole? I just don't understand.
about
First
this
of all,
one
we've
back
never
then?
fingered one asshole on
well,
this show.
not yet, but I mean
Not
it's a
true.
natural
I have my
progression.
That is
I
true.
literally have my a finger on my asshole on this show because of the bet.
So there you go. So
I got a bag of bets. I got a bag of bets.
Oh.
Popped in my head right now. Help me tweak it. Loser, obviously loser, goes to a gay nightclub and dances for 2 hours straight.
That sounds fun. I love gay clubs. I only
No,
go to gay clubs.
well,
Can I
that's
come?
not that
Can I
bad.
come with whoever
That's not
loses?
bad.
He has to
No,
do
that's not
drag.
that bad.
He has to walk drag. So we want.
Short shorts.
Let's go to
Short
the Abbey after
Short
you walk drag.
Oh, you got to wear short shorts while you do it?
Short shorts and tank top. You can let Justin Martindale pick out your outfit.
So you're basically going to get hit on by men for 2 straight hours. That's really
If you're
it's
lucky,
not dancing.
unless you're fucking hideous. And
Yeah,
what if you
dude,
don't? What
we're
if you
in our
don't get
40s,
Yeah,
dude.
what if you
We're
don't
not
get hit
fucking
on?
young pieces of
Yeah,
meat
dude, if you
anymore.
guys walked into the Abbey like fucking, dude, you would feel horrible about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
of
like
course.
They
young.
would
They're all in their
not-
underwear.
Yeah, they're good-looking
Like,
dudes.
get the fuck out of here, you old fucks.
You just think gay guys just want to fuck everything. They have options.
I'm just saying.
You better go about 2 a.m. before the bar closes. That's the only time you're getting grinded on.
I mean, what's so bad about this bet? I don't see anything wrong with this one, Ari.
Yeah, all right. Maybe you're right.
It
Maybe
sounds
it's a bad one.
lovely to me.
Just popped into my head. You're like, in fact, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
I know. I'm like, can we all go to the Abbey just as a field trip?
All I'm
I
saying
got
is
one
there's a
that's
lot-
not gay.
There's
I
a
got-
lot of gay stuff, and Ari's asshole's been bleeding for the last half hour. I just want to know, is there a connection here? Is there a connection here?
Absolutely. I got one that's not gay. You got to go to a gay bar. You got to hit on a guy and then go back to the guy's place and fuck that guy and then fucking bounce.
Whoa, that's a
Oh,
good one.
no. You got to stay the night.
And hold on,
Dude,
and then you
that's
can
so gay.
And then you can never talk
That's the
about
gayest
it
thing I've
to
ever heard,
anyone for
stay
the
the
rest
night.
of your life and be in therapy.
The cuddler over here was dying to spoon with some fucking handsome guy
All
from
right,
the
here's
Abbey.
one. You
I'd
got to
say
do
fuck.
this. You got to cruise a high school. Kidnap a kid.
No.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm
Keep
Kidnap a
talking.
kid. Hold
No.
them hostage
I like it.
for
Oh, yeah,
15
yeah.
years. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Can't let them leave the basement
Uh-huh.
for 15 years.
All right.
And then
Yeah.
you just get weird.
Okay,
And
I
if
got one too. Okay,
Okay.
You get a girl pregnant, right?
Okay.
She keeps
Yeah,
the
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
You raise the child, but resentfully.
Yes.
And you think you blame him for your lack of a career, and you never are able to really emotionally connect to that child, and you have a very bad relationship with him when you're an adult, and he then carries that relationship into his relationship with his kids, and a cycle of mediocre love exists in this world for many generations.
That's a great bag of bets, and I think I'm actually halfway through. I'm like 2 generations into that. I think my great-grandfather made that bet. That's the greatest bag of bets I've ever heard. All right, figure out a way to welch on it, though. He'd probably love the kid. What a fucking dipshit. Speaking of loss of love, Aaron, how's your divorce?
It's going great.
Really?
And now, Aaron, are you hitting it while she yells, "Pump me hard"?
Pump. You just said pump me.
Absolutely.
Pump me, pump me.
Pump me. God, if anybody says pump me, they're getting fucking, first of all, pumped, and second of all, laughed at.
Pump me, pump me.
I'm gonna try it this week. I'll let you know what happened.
All right,
I'm gonna try
Aaron,
it too.
We want to hear a little about. We want a segment on the show called Aaron's Love Life, and we just tell us a little about your fuck technique. What do you do?
Great.
He's talked about this before. I remember you guys made him so uncomfortable. He's all, it's very quiet. There's not a lot happening.
Are there candles?
No.
Ocean noises.
Ocean noises?
There's a sound machine.
No.
Is it like the last time the Cardinals won the World Series? Is the DVD playing the highlights?
Oh yeah, just David Freese all the time.
That's your porn.
Yeah.
That's what you get on.
Now, can we do a quick survey? How many people here think Aaron makes love with his eyes open or his eyes closed? Is he concentrating or is he
I think he stares at the headboard full of terror.
full of terror? Nanny, you fucked a lot of guys in your day. A lot of guys.
You guys are like the biggest whores on this show. I'm the most innocent
A
one.
lot of dudes. What's your number?
many
at?
dudes? Yeah, how many dudes?
guesstimation.
I'm not talking.
Okay.
I'd say 150. Name.
Yeah, I definitely think it's up there.
150.
Yeah.
When am I like ovaries fall out?
She didn't even know.
Because I think I probably
150
slept with maybe like 105 women. And
Oh, that's
I always feel like if I was a woman, I could just fuck
I
all
hit
the time.
200 in the early 90s.
Wow.
Ari,
crazy.
open
Really?
eyes or closed eyes?
I think he does it with his eyes open. Because don't
Open.
you guys like to look at girls moaning?
No, I like to think of other chicks I wish I was fucking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm like
No, you're not kidding at all.
Go on, Thibault. Thoughts? Eyes open, closed, and is he talking dirty?
I think he's got one of those zipper masks on.
Yeah, that's actually the right
Now,
answer.
is the mask covering the eyes?
Yeah,
or can you see out it?
No, completely covered.
Just the mouth?
Yeah, he's all but suffocating himself to death.
So his head's like in one of those Joe Rogan deprivation tanks while
Yeah.
he's fucking.
Every now and then she'll like unzip it and let him take a couple breaths.
Thoughts, Ari.
Yeah, I think he like keeps one eye open, one eye closed, and he keeps switching off back and forth.
So he feels he's at a fucking rave or something.
No,
No, in case I have to fight.
and she tries to poke him in the eye that's open, and he keeps popping it closed like it's a fucking whack-a-mole.
Just another game while
That is
while
a
having
creative
sex.
answer.
Does
That would
he-
probably be a good way to last longer.
Does he say anything right before he drops some baby magic on her? Is he like, "Oh, I'm coming," or "Oh, where do you want it?" or "Oh yeah, baby"? Does he say anything, or does he just go,
That one, because he says he's quiet.
I think it goes.
He just kind of like the
He's
poo
not
holes over and over again.
I think it goes like this. Oh,
I'm gonna fill your
not
pool.
again.
He goes, no, he goes, he goes, yes, I am, please.
He says he thought she thought he was talking about fucking her in the ass when he goes, "I want to fill your poo hole."
I think he does baby talk. He goes, my dicky is sicky.
Oh, God, that's creepy.
Guys,
That's creepy.
guys, a lot of great actions happening. Baseball playoffs. UFCs are gearing up. We got the NFL right in the mid. College football. There's so much to bet on, and that's why you got to go to our friends at BetDSI. BetDSI for all of your betting needs. Use the promo code PUNCH25
That's right.
and get what, 20?
Get you $25 to gamble with. They'll double whatever you put in on your own. On top of that, once again, time to win that money, honey. Win it, keep it. Don't be a dumbass.
Yeah.
What else would you do with it?
Keep spending it and keep spending it and
okay.
make some dumb Gabe Killian bets. We were last couple weeks we've been putting up these parlays, NFL parlays. Crazy to bet NFL right now. And if you got balls, why not throw some? I'm sure you would love to. Preseason NBA's on. Hockey's right around the corner. Dude,
you
this
see
is the
that
best,
hockey?
This is the best time to gamble
Opening-
because October, November, we have every sport going.
Yes, October's the best sport. October, March, and April, the two are the three best, man. They're the best for sports.
Yeah, because you got everything going. You got NFL's right in the middle of the season, then hockey starts, NBA starts, all the fights that are coming up, UFC coming up.
If you join-
Mickey Gall's fighting pretty soon.
Yeah.
That is money in the bank betting on our man Mickey Gall.
Yep. And we're going to start doing on Patreon, giving our parlay bets. Thibault, Ari, and myself are going to put little videos up on the Patreon, patreon.com/punchdrunksports. And you can get those, our picks. And Thibault knows his football. He knows it. He knows spreads. He knows how to spread. And he knows
Hey,
how
I've made some great predictions that came true. I told you, I said it on this show and I said it on the Austin Sports Radio, the Rams are going to go into Dallas and win.
Rams are for real.
I've been saying that since week 2.
Dallas Cowboys are not for real.
They are not. Same thing with the Raiders. Raiders are in fucking trouble.
Raiders have an excuse. They injured their quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Raiders had another
You guys
excuse.
have a
That
shitty
secondary.
defense.
That secondary is another excuse.
God.
Both your teams have garbage secondaries. And good front eight.
But we keep.
Good front eight.
I'm telling you,
You
man.
have a good front eight, and so
it's
does Dallas.
fucking Ken Norton, dude. That guy is
Sometimes.
a shitty defensive coordinator,
Sometimes.
dude. You can't keep drafting first-round cornerbacks and nobody does anything. It's impossible that they're all bad.
Yep.
Mo, do you have a team?
49ers circa 1986, and I think they're gonna do it.
You don't follow any teams anymore.
I don't really.
I think they're gonna do it.
I kind of get into like the World Series and shit, or the.
That's
rank
called
your
the Super
sports.
Bowl?
What are your
Yeah.
rank
Oh,
rank
the Super
sports
Bowl.
in order
So
that
you are
care?
so not
I
into
don't care
sports.
about sports at all. No.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
can we
he's
do a
more
thing?
bored during sports talk than
Yeah,
I
would
am.
I can't
love
take it. The
to
sports,
see who
the
knows
sports
more
market is like
sports.
my brain starts hemorrhaging.
I'd love to see who. We should do a contest between these two. Who knows more sports?
And
Yeah.
get Louis J. Gomez in there too.
Oh, that'd be
Oh
great.
yeah,
We
Louis
should do-
J knows nothing about sports either.
We
Nothing.
should do.
He knows everything about the UFC and zero about everything
'Cause
else.
I don't think his family could afford like,
Amazing.
TV or a radio. Until
We were trying to get him
28.
guess team names, and he thought the Boston Brontosauruses. He goes, the Boston Brontosauruses. Is that something? He follows it up with, is that something? Yeah, it's clearly something. It's not a sports team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It
clear,
is the
something
most.
you just
great
said.
It is the most
T-shirt.
racist dinosaur you've ever met.
It's a great T-shirt at All Things Comedy, allcomedyt-shirts.com. Go get your T-shirts, homeboy.
And stickers. I believe we have Boston Brontosaurus stickers.
So
as
do
well.
you think the Raiders might not even make the playoffs now?
I mean, dude, it's so early. You get your quarterback back this week. I mean, what are you,
by
1
the
and
way-
4? 1 and 4? All you got is win 3 games and you're 500.
Pro football is the only place where you could fuck your back up and they're like, he'll be out a week. You're right. Like, Derrick Rose, you remember when Cam Newton flipped his car?
Oh, yeah.
And
he
came
played
back
that
and
week.
said- Yeah.
That's because they're
Actually
like,
played that week.
no, we got enough drugs to pump this motherfucker up to get him through the rest of the
It's still
season.
crazy.
That was a terrible
Jacking-
injury for J.J. Watt. I felt really bad for him.
Oh, I know.
Especially after
Talk
he raised,
about
like,
bad
40
karma. Like, what the fuck? Like, how does that happen after all this great? But then he said, "I'm devastated, Houston." It's like, well, Houston's devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tore a
Yeah,
muscle.
yeah.
Dude, you could see some guys gone.
He's
You
done
see
for the year.
Ben Roethlisberger, Gronkowski could be gone from the fucking Pats after this season.
Ben,
and,
I think, is going to retire.
And J.J. Watt could be done. I mean, this is the second season in a row he's had a devastating injury.
That's a weird break, too. It's a weird break.
What do you break?
The top of
Your
his
heart?
tibia.
What's a kibia?
Oh, I
Tibia.
broke my tibia.
Oh.
It's like a
Doing what?
playing football as,
Yeah,
a
really?
little kid, and my brother and his friend picked me up and was like, "Walk it off, pussy!" And I just kept falling down, and luckily
He's
my mom drove
big,
by.
dude. He's so big. When you look at J.J. Watt on that field, he's so big, and to carry around that much weight,
Yeah.
that's got to be.
Dude, we actually make humongous dudes do very athletic sports, and they're not meant to move like that. Like, 7-footers are constantly fucking up their feet, their knees and their feet, because they're not meant to run like that. They're not meant to be that athletic. And it's just like, that's why they keep fucking up their shit.
But luckily, their brains are fine.
Yes,
Luckily, they get out of
totally
football
fine.
with bad knees, but perfect brains.
Hey,
so they
dude,
can think their
If
way
they
out.
told you
take
you
the
were going to make
stairs.
$100 million, but you might, at the end of your life, be somewhat retarded, would you do it? $100 million.
No. It's not worth it at all.
Because dude,
Wait,
you
I
could
did-
be a
Life is
baker.
a lot longer than that. These
Define retarded.
Damn, it's not like at the end of your life. It's like when they're like 40. It's like it's fast, dude. It's like it's not worth
Right,
it at
yeah.
all. I mean, if someone was like, "Yeah, your age will
Who's
suck,"
the
maybe.
40-year-old that
I don't
is
know, dude.
fucked?
This show is the most I've heard
Listen.
about sports in the last 8 years.
Unbelievable. What do you do
But
with
I did.
fun? What do
I
you
saw.
do for fun?
I saw the preview for the Will Smith concussion
Smith?
movie. Will Smith concussion movie, and I think I understand sports.
Real quick, what do you do for fun if you don't?
Well, thank you for bringing it up. One of the funnest things I've been doing lately is my podcast, Mo
What's it
vs. the
called?
World.
And
which,
talk to us about, like, last
going
time you
back to
told me you had
record soon.
20 people listening to
No,
it.
but dude, because I couldn't figure out why no one was listening to it. Then you're like, "Oh, you gotta get on iTunes," and I was like, "Oh," and now a ton of people listen to it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like a
See?
ton.
What was it
Like,
on before? A kaleidoscope?
It was on. It was just on fucking SoundCloud, the All
Yeah.
Things Comedy
He's
SoundCloud.
like, I can only get 20 people to listen. I'm like, dude, that's almost impossible.
I know, and as soon as I signed it up for Stitcher and all that, I was like, "Oh, like okay, now I get it." Like, it's not a lot, but it's people listen.
Are you
it's
on
cool.
Google Play?
I'm on Google. I don't know if I'm on. I signed up for it, but I can't tell if I'm on it or not. I know. I need your help, Sam.
No.
But Mo vs. the World is
No.
starting to get more people. I had Jessie Mae Peluso on last week.
I love her.
We were ranking horror movie theme songs.
She's
and,
great.
It was fun.
She's
yeah.
hot as fuck.
She really is very cute, yeah. Has rejected me so many times.
Really?
So many times, yeah.
What have you been like? Hey.
I've just sort of
Let's
I've just
not
tried.
watch
We've
some
gone out for a
sports
lot of
together.
like meals, coffee. I've been on her podcast and sort of try to be like, but because she likes me, I know she does. She's just sort of talked herself out of it.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, she does though. I can tell.
Doesn't sound like
Well,
it. You've been
she
hitting
does.
on her, and she's
She
like,
does.
"Go fuck yourself."
She's talked herself out of it. I think she sees it as being a bad idea, or maybe even beneath
Why
her.
would you even date another comic?
I wouldn't want to. I have a girlfriend now who's a surgeon, so I'm doing fine.
Yes.
But for a long time, I did try to hook up with her. It just didn't seem to happen.
How?
I mean, hooking with comics is fun.
I don't think it is.
Stupid. Stupid.
It's a bad move.
It's so great. You get to hear about their auditions. Oh, it's so fun. You get
Yeah.
to hear about their manager who didn't call them back. You're like, oh god,
And
because they're always big. They're always lower than you are. It's never anyone who's got a cool. You're never like you're dating Amy Schumer. You're like, oh well, maybe I can meet some people through you. It's always like they're like, oh, I just did a show last night. It was a show that you wouldn't have done 5 years ago. And you're like, oh, I can't wait to hear how this went. It's awful.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just,
That's always how that goes.
As Joe Rogan said a long time ago, one headshot per relationship.
I love it. That's a good fucking point.
One.
This girl I'm dating right now that was a surgeon, and she was on a reality TV show for 2 episodes about doctors. Randomly.
Okay.
That's kind of weird. But she doesn't have a headshot. That was just
Keep
like a
your
moment
head,
in her life.
keep your eye open.
Yeah.
Keep your eye open.
Yeah.
You know these surgeons, they're needy.
One eye on the TV show, one eye on the giant pile of money she brings in. That's
How
I just
happy
wanna-
are your parents? Like, oh, we couldn't get
And
a
she's Jewish.
doctor.
And
Well, we
she's
got
Jewish.
a.
Oh, yeah. And your parents just got to be like, thank God.
Hey, we'll take a Jewish doctor by proxy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, look who. Oh, Ari's back.
Yeah, I was trying to see what Skype could do.
And did it do what you thought it could do?
Oh, if I slide over, then it just shows my alarm and then shuts you
No,
off.
it shows your fat Jew nose.
It
Oh,
does-
yeah, that's
it,
nice.
It does show your fat Jew nose. All right, did you? And I know you and I talked about this earlier. What about? Did you see how Pence went to the Colts game? Vice President goes to the Colts game. Colts Niners. Now, understandably,
got this.
the
Go.
Niners are the team that started this whole fucking thing. Now he's going because Peyton Manning's getting a statue. David
Right.
Letterman presented it.
Right.
He tweets a picture from a couple years ago, saying him and his wife were at the game.
Yeah,
They
I
were
saw
at the
that.
game.
I saw that.
But
That
it was
was
the same photo from a couple of years ago. And right when the Niners, so they do the Manning thing, then like 30 Niners take a knee during the national anthem, and then Pence leaves in protest. The car never stopped running. He was always leaving early, but tweeted about it and made it a whole fucking national anthem
He's
thing.
a piece of shit,
He's the
Mikey
worst.
Pence.
He's the
Mikey
worst.
Pence is a piece of shit.
I don't like
The
how you're calling him
worst.
Mikey. It makes him
no,
likable.
no, I'm calling him Mikey because
Yeah, it
I have
kinda
no
makes me
respect
like
for
him more.
Little Mikey Pence.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck little Mikey Pence.
Yeah, he's the fucking worst. He's the worst.
I am promising everybody that all of this is Donald Trump waging war on the NFL because he lost that lawsuit in 1986.
I'm not against that, but at the same time, it's all fucking theater, dude. All those NFL guys contributed to his campaign. It's all Good Boys Network. All those guys are oil dudes, man. They just don't want you to pay attention that we might be going to our eighth and our ninth wars. That's all this is shifting focus from all the bullshit going on. It's all dumb. It's a made-up fucking thing. The NFL pays. The Army pays the NFL to make those guys stand. They didn't have to do it up until 2009. It's a made-up.
I understand this.
I think for 2
Why?
years
That's
they've been
so
out of
true.
the Army business, though.
No. No, they pay them to do all that stuff.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
like
they
secretly?
pay them a lot of
Yes.
money. Here's what I
They pay
understand.
them to
Jerry
make them
Jones
do
saying you'll get fined or suspended or not allowed to play if you don't stand. Didn't he kneel 2 weeks ago?
Well,
Not during the
not
national
during the
anthem,
national
but-
anthem, yeah.
He just knelt beforehand.
Yeah,
I
right
think that is a
beforehand,
fair
which is
compromise. I
stupid.
think they should stand for the anthem and then kneel after. Maybe they got to find a way to do it because look,
Why?
because
Why?
at a certain point, here's my point on this. At a certain point,
Who cares
it's
to
just
sit down doing
fucking annoying. If a monk set himself on fire in Tiananmen Square 27 days in a row, he'd be like, all right, dude, look, you're going to cause some structural damage, all right? It's going to be a little dangerous. Like, enough of the fucking, it's too much. When do they stop doing it? Look, I guarantee you, 2 seasons from now, it's not like, hey, black people are treated
Well,
just
how
like white
about
people in
this?
this country. When
How
are we done with
How
it?
about ESPN and Fox Sports stop covering it like it's something?
They absolutely
Ding dong.
should. They
Okay?
absolutely
That's the
should.
answer.
Because they're all in on it. All
That's
the people
the
who
answer.
own the fucking ESPN and own Fox News are guys who work with the people who own all the NFL.
This is how disruptive it is. I hate sports, and I've been following the NFL just for this fucking thing.
Yeah,
That's how disruptive it is to the game.
It's a made up fucking outrage. It's made up.
I hate
It's
sports,
stupid.
but apparently I love racism, so I've been tuning in.
Well, if I was in the NFL, if I was an NFL player, I'd have been out on the whole thing. I don't have a dog in a fight,
Yeah.
whatever. But the minute that Trump starts calling all of us sons of bitches
absolutely.
and saying this and that, and this, I'll take a knee just to say fuck you to Trump.
So you're telling me that the owners who fucking hid fucking brain trauma purposely doesn't give them all the fucking info on how much they fucking make, won't fucking, refuses not to fucking stop doing Thursday games, even though the players say it's destructive to their bodies, gives a shit about the president calling the players son of a bitches?
I don't care whether owners think that or not. I'm saying me as a player, now I would be what. My team, 3 black guys on my team take a knee in protest. That's their right to do it. That's cool. Cut to a month later, now the president's calling all the NFL players ungrateful and all this.
It's all scripted.
I'm one of the 50 that take a knee after
I don't
that.
like protests that don't have a clear agenda. Like, they need to have... I like a protest that's like, we're going to do this so that you will pass this legislation. If they're just like, we want less racism. Okay, well, what the fuck do we do about that eventually? I mean, you brought attention to it. Now it's like, now let's see what actually happens. Now,
It was
bring out your
supposed to be about
checkbooks.
police brutality.
Okay, but again, it's not like they're trying to pass legislation. They made it. We get it.
Because the people you're getting your information from aren't telling you that. You're relying on ESPN and CBS and all these guys to tell you the clean and truth of what's going on. The truth is, they're tired of fucking cops killing people.
I get that. I
So
get that.
they want action on that.
But they don't
then
have a
they make it
specific action. What is the
because
specific action they want them to do? Like, give me the thing.
Yeah,
Give me the specific action, or this is not going to help anything. Did the Women's March
how
help
about
women get treated better?
well, I mean,
no.
like-
I hope not.
Certainly not by anyone in this room.
Definitely not.
I get you, dude. I think he said before.
You better be marching into the kitchen and make a sandwich.
No, like Sam, I agree with you in theory. It's just not effective. It's never effective to have a protest that doesn't have a clear set goal. Because then,
I think no peaceful protest has any effect. You got to pick up a fucking gun. If you
well, I don't agree with that
protest.
either. I think, but like, it has to have like Gandhi wasn't just protesting because he wanted fucking Britain out of there, you know. And it was like we want this. What do they want police to do aside from just generally not kill them as much? But that's sort of like, okay.
How about just accountability? I mean, like, you'd have to talk to them. I think they've probably. I mean, there's
the blacks.
Listen, I'm not going to argue their point because it's their protest, but it seems to be accountability.
Oh, I agree. Accountability is needed. I'm just saying this isn't gonna.
Did that guy?
The best
remember that
answer.
video?
Well,
that
because
guy
it got
who let his
hijacked
gun-
by them
Hold on.
I
saying it
agree
was
with that.
military, and
I
it
agree.
wasn't.
Wasn't military.
Remember that guy? Yeah, it's not military at all. Now they threw in first responders out of nowhere. That's a new one this year. Like, disrespect our first responders. Like,
I didn't even know that
That's
was. I didn't
when
know.
they
I never
always
even heard
do.
that term until like a week ago. First.
They're also
from
disrespectful of
9/11.
cancer patients
you
and
remember
all
that guy
children.
who was like saying, "Officer," like the guy, the cop, a 25-year-old cop, had his gun pointed at the dude in the car, and he goes, "Officer, I have a gun. It's in my pocket. I'm going to pull it out for you." And he was like, "Don't pull it out." And the girlfriend was filming it, saying, "Please don't shoot my husband. Please don't shoot my husband." And then the guy fucking shot the husband. And the husband was like, "Doesn't do anything." It was, if you want me to reach for it, I can pull it out, but I have to reach into my pocket to pull it out.
It was
And
the
he goes, like,
perm-
"Keep your
he's
hands on the
pulling
wheels."
out
Like,
the
okay,
perm.
but I'm letting you know I have it. And they just killed him. Did that cop go to jail?
No, they never go to jail. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's the issue. It's not like whatever. It's like, why aren't you going to jail ever?
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. It's a total problem. And by the way, that would be a good time to kneel, like when that thing happens. You know what I mean? I'm glad this thing has happened. I just think now, how does it go away now? What happens now? It can't
It's
happen.
not. They don't want. To
I
throw
think
away.
the
They want
kneeling is
people
almost
arguing.
like not a protest to accomplish anything, but just like, you know what? Fuck this flag. I'm not fucking standing for it.
Well, no,
I
don't think
They're
that.
going, but fuck this place.
I don't think that is what it's about. I think that's what they've turned it into. I think it was police brutality, and the Republicans are like, they're saying fuck the flag, they hate America. What you just said is not how they feel, and they're saying
No,
that's not what we're
he
saying.
said the flag. Kaepernick said the flag represents the same thing as the Confederate flag did, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit that doesn't represent black people.
Well, I don't know. That I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's just and he's a fucking. The biggest problem is his girlfriend. She's got him 100%. Into doing this.
Yes, and
she's the one. The Ravens were about to sign him, and then this stupid bitch puts out a picture about how the owner who was hanging out with Ray Lewis, the white owner hanging out with Ray Lewis, she goes Diego Unchained, which is a white guy.
Django, not Diego.
Oh yeah, or Django Unchained, or whatever it was.
Not Diego Unchained.
This week at San Diego, Girls Gone Wild, Diego Unchained.
But the point is that
D'Angelo Unchained.
Whatever it is, that it inferred slavery.
Yeah,
and they didn't hire him.
She's the worst.
Fucked him.
I know. It's like that guy in San Bernardino who did the shooting because he married this like ISIS chick who got them all into it. It's like it's these women just get these guys who are weak and just get them all on board on some bullshit.
Her pussy's so bombed, he fucked his career up.
Hey, maybe it was worth it.
It's unbelievable.
He was barely in anyway. He was barely there.
Yeah, he sucked.
He never should have avoided that contract. He's got to look back.
We talked about that on this show.
Let's talk about Cam Newton before we go.
No, real quick. 2 seconds. We talked a couple things we called on the show. We called Cam Newton that what's his face opting out is stupid.
Yeah.
And then we also I called Philadelphia would be the best team in that fucking conference. And everybody said I was crazy. And I said, nope, I thought they were going to be the best.
Crazy. Nobody said you were crazy.
Yeah, you guys said fully retarded was the exact thing.
No way.
Yeah.
They're 4-1. I mean, I don't know if they can.
4-1. I didn't say retarded.
Keep it
You're
up,
wrong. I didn't say you were crazy for saying that.
Let's get into the Cam Newton thing because I know you have a hot take on that. What's the Ari?
Cam Newton, if people don't know, a female reporter said, "How do you feel about so and so? You know, some guy running the routes strongly, something along those lines. Does that make you happy that he's actually willing to take something along the lines of willing to take hits by actually running the routes?" What the exact wording? If I'm getting it wrong, that's not it.
You're pretty close. Right. You're pretty close. That's about what she said, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say she said it the right way.
Yeah.
And he kind of smiled as she was saying it. He goes, it's funny. It's just funny when a woman talks about routes.
Yep.
It's funny hearing a woman talk about routes. That's a little different.
He's saying later, took a bunch of abuse. He's saying later, he goes, no, I was saying sarcastically. It's funny hearing a woman talk about it. I don't really get it. Everyone got mad because they're like, what do you mean, man? She's just a reporter doing a job. Most of those people in there never fucking ran routes. If it's an issue of that, they didn't never fucking run routes. So leave her alone, man. She knew the game. She knew the game better than I do, and I have a sports podcast.
And she's the Charlotte Reporter's beat writer. So she's not just some random chick out of the blue.
Right.
She is the major newspaper's beat writer for that town that he lives in.
Thoughts on this?
Just so dumb. Like, it's just so easy not to say that.
Right.
You know, just shut up.
What was being said, it was said the wrong thing. It was wrong to say in that environment. In general, it is funny to hear women talk routes.
It is.
Because you never hear them say it.
Okay, but
ever.
It just seems
it's just like it's funny to hear
dumb.
Lennox Lewis talk, where you're like, whoa, black guy, British accent? I didn't expect that.
No, that's not the same thing, but thank you.
I think it's about the same.
I did too.
You
I think it's about the same. Where you're like,
funny?
I think that's funny every
it's
time.
It's a pleasant surprise.
Someone talking about routes.
Okay.
It's a pleasant surprise.
Okay.
Hattie said, wow, what a refreshing thing. A very knowledgeable woman working in this industry. Good for you. I'm surprised by it.
Or just answer the question and go spend your money. Like, why did
Let me ask you a question.
But it is funny hearing a woman talk routes.
I agree, yeah.
And anybody who says different is just being a contrarian.
Oh, I agree. 90% of the things I think in my head I can't say out loud, though. That just seems
Let me ask you a question.
Well, here on this show, that's why you got to create where you can say that. You should just create a world in which that's why Ari's career is the best. Ari literally can say whatever the fuck he wants, tours everywhere, does every project he wants, and there's nothing's going to say where someone's going to be like, I can't believe he said that. That's the best
Well, I'll
career.
take it up a notch. It's like that's why Harvey Weinstein's in trouble, not just what he did. It's because he's like a champion of women directors and Hillary Clinton's #1 supporter and all this shit. And there was a million fucking producers doing way worse than this, but no one's coming forward because he's built himself up way higher up.
Rose McGowan for fucking going off right now about all the shit he did. Why she takes the hush money and takes all the fucking movie roles. You know what? If it really upsets you about that, you should have give all the money back. Give the money you took, the hush money. Donate to a woman's shelter. Well, you can't take the money and then bitch and take the money, take the TV role or the movie roles, and then fucking bitch and moan about it. You had your chance. It's like what's her face going off on fucking Louis C.K. right now. You know, she's going off on him. What's her name? The lesbian who saved it. What? Tig Notaro. I love her. She's a great comic. But you know what? When he put out your CD and that made you a ton of fucking cash, you knew what he was doing. You knew he was out there doing that fucking shit. And you still let him put out your fucking thing. You let him produce your fucking HBO special. You let him fucking put out your
All these actors knew, and they said nothing.
So now you're coming out because he won't take your name off your TV show? That's disingenuous. The same thing with Rose McGowan. You knew he did that shit. You knew he was doing it to other people. You took the hush money, and you took the fucking movie.
I don't know if you saw this morning, the New Yorker wrote an article that apparently now he's being accused of physically raping 3 women who are saying that he physically raped them.
Done,
but they're very weird rapes. They're very weird rapes because
he's done,
like they say he started making me suck his dick and I didn't want to, but then I started doing it and then we ended up dating. And then like he went down on him forcibly. Like he's done, definitely. But it's a strange thing that he does. Like he physically forced a girl to let him go down on her. Like he's got like a weird
coke problem. It
seems like a coke problem or like a weird power impulse thing. It's fucked up. It's a strange kind of rape.
It's
definitely
why
rape,
every comedy club owner goes a little crazy, because you have so much power.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of rape. It is rape. It's definitely rape, but it's a weird kind of rape. I would say that.
I mean, we are getting into this fucking world where it's like a chick can just accuse somebody of something, and then you're fucked.
This isn't one of those cases, though.
This is definitely not one of those cases, but I agree.
I know that.
Terrifying.
But when you go, he forced me to suck his dick, then I dated him.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
look,
like,
I try not. I try not to
crazy.
weigh in on that because I just think rape is in this kind of counter.
Rape
is
such
horrible.
a
psychologically thing that women or someone who's been raped, can only relate to. Like when I read that, it's like I have no idea what that is, how to relate to that. Thank God, but it's like I can't make a judgment on that. Go Yankees.
I've said a long time. It's always bothered me because like as a non-rapist, somebody who covers his tracks really well, I wouldn't really ever go to jail for rape. It's just not going to happen.
Why?
I'm not a rapist. So the only thing that would affect me in this story is a fake rape claim. So for the longest time, I was like, oh, it's fucking bullshit. But the more I think about it, there's just so few of those.
I don't know. I don't think there's so few of those. I think it's a legitimately scary thing.
It's scary for people like us who aren't going to do it. The only way it can come at us is
because if you get accused of it, dude, they could find a million things we all said in this room. Be like, well, obviously he did it. Look what he just said there. You know, they make this sort of psychological profile on you on bullshit you said on stage.
If I get accused of rape, I did it.
Right.
If I get accused of rape, I did it. Because you have nothing to gain by saying I raped you. What, are you going to sue me for my fucking
doubly
collection?
I just think it's like, and we're wrapping up, dude, he's a piece of shit. There's giant pedophile problems in Hollywood. Nobody wants to talk about that. And, hey, it's been a great show.
I wish I was young enough to have to deal with
All right,
those.
suck it.
Yeah, okay, I'll suck it.
Guys, thanks.
That was fun, man.
Except this part.